You better make sure the mouse doesn't get in the way of this build here. Alright, it says we're live. Hey guys, we are live. I have Balin with me.
G'day.
So, got Balin in. Rather than sticking behind the camera, because you guys always want to ask Balin stuff as well. So, Balin's got the chat up here. He'll probably assist me, because let's be honest, I'm probably going to need help at certain stages. No Tim. Tim's at his house, which is many hours away, so I didn't drag him all the way out for this stream. And the purpose of this stream is just to have a bit of fun, as I often, well, I wouldn't say often, we don't do live streams that often, but every now and then I do a live stream build, and they don't always have to be for a purpose or make sense. And this is just one of those extreme high-end builds that we're doing for a bit of fun. We get to look at a new case, some different hardware that we don't often use, so it should make for an interesting build. And I've been told I should research this case and research a few of the components for compatibility and how it all goes together. Of course, I haven't done that. In my infinite wisdom, we're just going to wing it. So probably going to refer to you guys in chat on how to do certain things for this build. So that should make it a bit more interesting, a bit more fun. Who knows what will go wrong? That's the whole fun of the live stream build. And just quick disclaimer, because I've seen someone already comment, like, yes, Gigabyte provided, it was basically this stream came about because Gigabyte wanted to send some hardware over for us to build a PC. And I said, sure, I always enjoy doing that. But they didn't pay us to do this. I mean, they paid us with hardware, but okay, sure, you've got me on that one. But, you know, Fantex also, I guess, by that, those rules have sponsored the stream because we have some Fantex fans. We have a HAVN case, and I think the rest of it's pretty much Gigabyte Aorus stuff. But anyway, not a sponsored video in the sense that we're being paid to do this build. I don't necessarily recommend or endorse any of this hardware, though I think it's probably all pretty good hardware. Again, X870 Aorus Extreme AI top motherboard. Bit of a mouthful there. Clearly, I have tested this motherboard. I have used the motherboard. Very good motherboard. Do I recommend you buy it for a 9800X3D? No, not necessarily. Like, I don't recommend MSI, godlike motherboards or stuff like that. But if you bought this motherboard, you spent a lot more money than you needed to, but you got a really cool motherboard. So I guess that's how same thing with like Gen 5 SSDs. There goes my 9800X3D. It's broken, guys. Stream over. End it. End the stream. But yeah, I do obviously recommend the 9800X3D for those of you who want a high-end gaming system, want the best performance. But again, you don't necessarily need a 9800X3D for excellent gaming performance. There are plenty of other CPUs priced as low as like $100 that'll get the job done. But you've seen our CPU buying guides and all that stuff, so I shouldn't need to give those disclaimers. And of course, we have a 4080 Super. Not the most high-end graphics card for this generation, though it's pretty close to being there, second best. 4090s just can't really come by them at this point in time. Also, with the 9800X3D, this isn't a retail chip, so I know they're hard to get. This was just given, it's one of Gigabyte's supply, so they provided the CPU as well, so thanks to them for that. But yeah, they didn't take one off the shelves, I guess, if that helps you in any way. So yeah, we got some Aorus Gen 5 SSDs, pair of 2 terabyte models, so we'll probably have to remember to slot them on the motherboard. Yeah, Remind me, before we put the motherboard in the case, these have to go on
It's one of my 2 jobs today.
Yep. We have a waterfall. Geez, that's surprisingly heavy, isn't it?
Yeah,
a very heavy liquid cooler. So that's going to go great in, I think it's a 19 kilogram empty case.
Yep.
So I'll probably get you to help lift it and stuff.
Yeah.
1000 watt power supply. So we'll get to that at some point, obviously. And we got some G-Skill. G-Skill's the other company that has sponsored this stream, apparently. Some G-Skill memory, because it's probably their 6000 CL30 stuff, which it is. So that'll work well. Similar to what I use for testing. It's not the exact same stuff, but it's very close.
Obviously, the rest of the Fantex case, fans.
Yep. Big old motherboard. I don't know what. Hopefully the stream's still up.
It's still up, for sure.
Yeah, we just opened a heap of stuff there. So, Balin,
my bad.
I've got you here to help. I can break the stuff. I don't need you to do that. All right, the keyboard got mushed by a box, but it's all okay.
It's all good.
Close.
It's supposed to be entertaining, right?
I've got to not knock that audio recorder off as well, because we had to last minute change the audio because Tim said there was quite a bit of hissing. Don't.
We're good.
Yeah, don't trip over anything. This way is the safe way.
We're good. We're good. Hopefully everyone had a good Christmas, spent time with their family. It is that time of year where everything's a bit full on.
Alright, not lying about the weight of this case.
You didn't even let me do it.
Well, you were talking.
I know. I'm breaking things.
What's the reflection going to be like?
Should be okay.
So
yep, right there. Yep.
Oof, my desk only just takes that weight. So yeah, this is a case I have no experience with at all. Gamers Nexus have reviewed it, and I think probably most of you will know about it because that review got about 500,000 views. So very popular video from Gamers Nexus, though a lot of their content is. Love the guys over there. We've got the mod mat. But I haven't... the only part of the video I watched was where Steve said, and it's a great video, watch it all, I've just been in a hurry, doesn't really recommend that you use extended ATX motherboards because it covers some of the cable management. It can be quite awkward. And that's exactly what we'll be doing. So yeah, I've possibly stuffed up already. But anyway, yeah, we'll keep an eye on chat as well. So if you guys have any questions or whatnot, we'll do our best to read those and get to them. But we're probably going to be a minimum of 2-hour stream, could be 3, a bit longer. But the goal really is just to put this thing together, hopefully make it look half decent, power it up, probably update the BIOS, and then we'll chat with you guys for a bit and end stream. But it should just be a bit of fun. As Balen said at the start, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year in advance, I suppose.
Yeah.
Let's get PC building.
Cool beans.
So I reckon that's step 1.
I'll put that somewhere safe, out of the way.
No, I'll do it.
Oh, okay. I'll watch and observe.
After the last thing you put down.
I'm the project supervisor at this point.
I've got my trusty DeWalt, what is it, gyroscopic drill. I won't go into detail about this, but every stream it seems that I have to. But for now, we'll just get disassembling, and if enough questions come up about the drill, we'll talk about it later. But this is the drill I use day in, day out. I also like the LTT screwdriver, which I've got here. But I primarily use this one, to be perfectly honest. It's really, really, really good. And it makes my job a lot easier because, as you guys know, I tend to test a lot of motherboards, and that means pretty much building and disassembling computers multiple times. And this drill just makes that a whole lot easier. So do I... Okay, I've undone the screws. Oh, we should do...
Next part.
We should do, oh, well, that won't be in focus, will it, the top-down camera?
No, not yet.
Actually, I'll tilt... Do I... Nah, I won't do that. Imagine if I broke... There's 4 screws. You saw me undo them. There's not too much more to see here. Now, I did read the instructions here, so it says lift, and I think it goes that way.
Yeah.
So
drops in.
Yep. There we go. Yep, okay. Wow, how cool is the... So hang on, let's have a quick look at that.
Yep, it's really awesome.
Again, for more details, I recommend going over to the Gamers Nexus channel because they have reviewed this case.
Can we get a top
You don't know
down?
what to do now, do you?
Can we get a top down?
I was just gonna pick it up. So it's got like a really tight... Can you see that, the angle?
Yep.
Yeah, you can sort of see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty
They
impressive.
achieved the 90-degree pretty well.
Don't know how strong this is. Do not recommend dropping it.
No.
I feel like it would probably shatter easily.
And also the rollers on the top, the way that it like seats down into the front of the case is really awesome.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't really... I'm going to move this right out of the way.
Yeah.
I put it under this desk.
Do you want to bring the case back up, or do you want to put everything into this first?
Well, we'll just show the case quickly. Not that I really know what we're looking at. Building PCs, as you know, filming it on camera and stuff is always awkward because you've got to show the camera without having your head in the way. Step 1, how to get this... Oh, it's probably cable tied on the back, isn't it? Alright, I'll take the back door off. Alright, there's only 2 screws here. So we'll whip that out. We're not doing the float plane thing anymore, so it's Patreon or the join button on YouTube. Probably recommend Patreon, but you're welcome to use either of those, and yeah, appreciate your support there. But you can access the Harbour Unboxed Discord server and stuff like that.
It's a good question, Steve. Which vendor makes your favourite BIOS UI?
I'm not too fussed, really. I mean, we don't get too much into the overclocking and tinkering and all that, but...
Even just like navigating once you first boot up and do all that.
Yeah, see, MSI recently changed theirs. I don't really like the new MSI one, but maybe that's because I'm old and I don't like change. But like the side thing that swoops in and out is really annoying and seems unnecessary in a BIOS. The Asus ones are, it's like if you use Asus boards exclusively and use them a lot and get used to theirs, then theirs are very good, though they do rename and change a lot of things. And ASRock's generally very easy to navigate and things are what you would expect them to be called and well laid out. But then I did like the previous MSI one. Gigabyte's a bit all over the map for me, generally quite good though. So it's not something, having used all the boards quite a lot, it's not something that I really have too much of an opinion on. Like, I think they're all usable, work well enough, and I don't like put a board in and go, oh, not this BIOS. Like, it's, yeah. So that's it really. What are these for?
To cut your cable ties.
Oh yeah, I was just going to undo them.
Okay.
Don't know if you cut cable ties. That could be a...
Oh, they're twist ties,
that could,
not cable ties.
Oh, well, yeah, tweezers.
Scuffed me
they're,
there.
they're tweezers, sorry. Yeah, they're not cable. Well, my assumption was that they were probably cable ties,
Yeah.
but they are twist ties.
That's all good.
So it makes more sense now why you handed me the scissors,
right.
because I would have had to have used the scissors.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got the box out. That wasn't easy. And there's some foam around a riser cable here, and I imagine you want to be fairly careful removing all of this. Do you unscrew the thing first? Maybe we'll leave that till we get to it because I'm doing that in an awkward way. So here's the case.
Yep.
Looks good.
It's really awesome. I like the angled fan.
So keen to learn all about this. Never ever built in this case before. This is my first time seeing it. And so far really impressed with the build quality, and it looks kind of complicated but awesome at the same time. I love how it doesn't have... I haven't used these yet, so I shouldn't say yet. Yeah. But I love the idea of these things rather than the circuit...
large grommets.
Because you know you always put like the 24-pin cable in, the grommet comes out, and then you spend 15 minutes trying to get it back in. And then you get it back in, and then you put a nabble... Anyway.
Nightmare.
Yep.
And this is... What is this? The glass... It's like a glass shield that goes...
Oh, that's to direct the air under the GPU, I believe, based on the...
So we may or may not need to be using that, but we
well,
probably will.
We'll put that there.
Accessories.
Okay. Ooh, scissors for cable ties, no side cutters. I mean, scissors work really. The scissors we've got, these things go through cable ties easily. Side cutters, we would have them here, and they would only be used for cutting cable ties, and that's it. So, yeah, I do have side cutters though. I've probably got about 12 pairs, and there are some in the studio, but yeah, don't really need them for this. So, yes, we'll install the CPU. Hopefully we don't mess this up. So let's top down this thing.
Here you go.
Cheers.
There you go. Bit fingerprinty, Steve.
Maybe I'll turn this light for a second. Oh no, it's not actually that light. It's the problem. Doesn't
There's a
matter.
lot of reflective surfaces.
There are a lot of reflective surfaces. If I do that, there you go. That's the perfect angle. Maybe if I just stick that under there like that. There we go. It's like we're doing B-roll, Balin.
Yeah, almost.
And I think that's roughly in focus. I think the focal point's a bit higher.
Yeah, I can adjust that if needed.
It sounds like too much work.
If people get really annoyed with it, but we can just sit it up. Yeah, there we go. That's the way.
And then what if I stand that like that? It's like it was meant to be.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
You may or may not have done this before.
Having said that, it's a little wobbly on here, so that's gonna be. It adds an extra layer to the CPU install.
There's your memory set.
I don't know why we got white.
Not sure. I kind of like the contrast.
You like? You don't reckon I should? All right, guys, we have white memory here.
Should we do a quick poll?
Should we put the white memory in, or should I go get my black G-Skill Trident Z Neo memory? Because we do have them in black in the studio, so I can grab that. Balin's
We're doing a quick poll.
Quick poll. Oh, you just... Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing.
There we go.
They'll work that out.
Yeah.
They're a smart bunch.
I reckon you can...
Alright. Well, the pins have been exposed for far too long. It's making me nervous.
Just vote on the poll. We're going to... Oh, 70% go wanting black. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think black's the way to go, to be perfectly honest. There is one discoloured pin on the socket, which makes it look like it's bent, but it's not. I don't know if that's coming up on camera. It's probably not because it's not that close.
Not really.
So we'll whack that in. There we go. Sometimes just give it a bit of a wriggle to make sure it's seated correctly. But that seems good. And you're ready. This is going to get launched. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, never mind. Came off without any drama. So that's the CPU installed. Well done. Now, the cooler probably has pre-applied thermal paste. Almost always the case. So we won't need to do any thermal paste application. That's been a big deal for YouTubers, having to remove that whole thing. But maybe we can wipe it off and add our own to get the comment section fired up.
Excited.
Well, I'll quickly grab the memory.
Yeah. I'll start cleaning some of your mess already.
You do some cleaning.
Yeah. Steve got a super chat. Thanks, Nick. He's after a 9800 X3D but doesn't want to pay inflated pricing. Is supply expected to improve?
I'm surprised it hasn't already.
If you didn't hear that, I'm surprised it hasn't already, said Steve.
So, demand's obviously very high, but I would expect relatively early next year you'll be able to buy one. But that's a guess on my behalf. I don't really know, but I wouldn't pay an inflated price. Obviously, it depends on how desperate you are, but you know, I wouldn't advocate for that. I would just say be patient. All right, so we're going to put the memory in the correct DIMMs. So usually, almost always, the quickest and easiest way to work out which way to orient them is the label faces the CPU socket. So if I try to put it in this way, for example, it won't go. And you just do it gently. So if it seesaws like that, not this is a build guide. As I said, I'm not recommending any of these components necessarily, though I do recommend this G-Skill memory for AM5 owners. It's good stuff. The Trident Z5 Neo CL30 DDR5 6000. I really want to clean that, but we're going to touch it more. I feel like this Gigabyte motherboard has been used in the past because there's some marks and stuff on it. That's fine. It's all right.
We'll polish it up.
Not a problem. Not a problem for us.
Nope. What do you want to do next?
Well, that is SSD time. Remember, I told you.
You did. You told me to remind you. Yep. Whereabouts in Australia are we? We're in Victoria. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Why did I get a glossy box? Sorry. Why did I get a glossy box to sit that on? This one's. Well, the reason I got that one is because this one's a bit thicker. But I think it's. Yeah. We still need to put something.
Yeah. I find it really tough with a lot of these boards, getting them filmed up without reflections. I spend more time avoiding that than actually filming them.
See, that's just ready to slide off the box. There we go. I've made a slide ramp.
Oh, that's actually that's safe.
Yeah. Actually,
that's good. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch or play cricket? No, I don't.
No, I don't like cricket at all.
No, pretty boring.
Tim loves cricket.
He does, yeah.
So I don't think Tim's available at the moment. I don't think Tim's in chat. But if you had any cricket questions, whew, Tim would be your man. He loves his cricket. Oh, my.
Is there another one?
There's a lot of them.
Oh, there actually is.
Yeah. Oh, cool. It's not pre-installed in the heat spreader.
That's good.
Or it'd actually be a heat sink in the case of Gen 5. So there's our 2 terabyte PCIe 5.0 SSD. So for the front camera that's really tiny right now, but you get it. It looks like an M.2 SSD. So with these, quick release, this part I am familiar with because I have tested this board. And we have to peel off all the, well, 2 of the plastic protection thingy-majiggies. Could I have my LTT screwdriver, please?
Yep, certainly can.
And I'll use...
There we go.
I'll use this little
We have 2.
flathead bit. Excellent. So I'll just peel
PCIe 5.0 SSD worth the premium currently?
No.
Nah.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, not a build guide. Don't necessarily recommend the parts. I mean, they'll be very high speed, good quality SSDs, I imagine. I haven't particularly tested these, so make sure you do go watch reviews before you purchase them. Oh, I meant to put one in here. This is the primary.
The big primary.
Connected to the CPU, so that would have been a bit of an oversight. So we'll chuck one for our Windows install. There we go. That's snapped in nicely. Now, where'd I put the other one here? And that one can go there.
I think in your recent GPU, best GPUs video, you didn't recommend buying a 40 series card at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nick, maybe go check that video out for a good conclusion.
Yeah, well, it's
5,000 coming up soon.
pretty conclusive at this point in time. You're going to see new AMD and NVIDIA GPUs announced at CES. Availability will be probably weeks after, at most a month after, for certain models anyway. There'll obviously be more to come out throughout the year. But now would not be a good time to buy a GeForce 40 series GPU unless you're getting it at like what you would consider to be a fire sale price. So, yeah, just hang in there for a few more weeks now. Balin's actually, when are you leaving? In a week from now?
On Friday next week. Yep,
So
literally a week.
Yep, a week from now, Balin and Tim are heading to Las Vegas for CES. Woo. So those guys will be covering all that news for you. And I'll be wrapping up. I'll be creating a lot of work for Balin when he gets back, because I've tested a little over 50 Z890 motherboards. And yeah, so hopefully...
Would you like me to get a little cloth for you to wipe
we
these
won't.
things over?
We won't bother. Well, you can get it now if you want, but we won't bother until we have put it all together, because my grubby fingers are going to be over it all the whole time. So this is the primary M.2 slot heatsink. Has a thermal pad on the top and bottom side. I have removed the protective plastic cover. So this one, tool-free design. So basically, all you have to do is there's two screws here, like prongs, slide it under that, push it down, and then the latch grabs it. So that's very easy. Now with an M.2 SSD under it, doesn't wobble much either or rattle. So that's job done there. And then for this one, we only need to remove this guy, because I've only put one SSD on the top side in. And this one is much the same. It has like a locator there. Oh, it's magnetic, of course. So, and then you just push it down, and that's it. So that is one of the cooler things about the more high-end boards, is you do get the tool-free stuff. I think we talked about this. I can't remember when I talked about this. It was either the podcast or a Q&A session or something. But I was saying, as cool as this stuff is, how often are you installing, graphics cards, like to push this button here, or if it's a once off or once every 6 to 12 months or 2 years, then paying a premium for the tool-free stuff, probably not worth it, but it kind of comes by default with the higher end boards, so whatever. Anyway, they're cool when you use them, but not necessary. So we have now got the M.2 SSDs installed, we have the CPU installed, and the memory. I always love it when people comment on the live streams after that, and they're like, this took way too long, 2 hours to build a computer, you noob. It's like, well, yes. The whole idea is to go slowly. Like, I'm not putting a test system. Basically, if I was building this for a test system, we would have been done by now, for sure. But yeah, we're just taking our time, reading chat, having a bit of fun.
Enjoying our Friday night.
Here is the Aorus PCI Express 5.0 heatsink. Not that PCI Express has anything to do with it, but the Gen 5 ones tend to get hot. So you've got two heat pipes, which are painted, some sort of black on them. Doesn't look nickel plated. It's almost like it's powder coated. Possibly is, not sure. Anyway, neat little heatsink. Probably works well, but we don't want that on these boards. You also have compatibility issues with graphics cards. It's really only for this slot here, but of course we have an extreme motherboard, so it already has an extreme heatsink. So I'll just put this back in the box. Yep. And it'll no doubt come in handy one day. I'm actually getting it back in the box is harder said than done. Alright, get that out of the way. Do a quick cleanup. Oh, where's the rest of the box? Or have you already put it? Oh, that was just that box. You already put the other one away.
Yep.
Balin's already done it.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'll just chuck.
Just throw the rubbish at me. I'm the rubbish boy.
I'm
your cleaner.
Okay. There you go. Look, we'll do a nice presentation on the board. This is what Balin was complaining about. Whenever he does the B-roll for you guys on the motherboards, probably just the motherboards really, not so much graphics cards.
Yeah.
He has to do a lot of this stuff before he gets the shot, so it looks nice. Oh, top down, I just cleaned it.
Oh, well, there you go.
So there you go.
Oh, that
Look,
looks much better.
how good's that? Does it?
Yeah.
That you actually feel relaxed now seeing that. Before it was triggering you.
Oh, it's so much better.
Yep.
My anxiety's going from there to there.
Yeah. So for those of you like Balin, you're welcome. I actually didn't do this little bit here either.
Yeah, you should do it again for sure.
There you go. All right. Well,
polishing does make it go faster. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's not weighed down by fingerprints now. Okay. Well, we'll put this in your zone.
Yeah.
And really, so I've never used these fans before. They look like they're the really cool ones that like click together.
Oh, so good.
Yep. So that'll be interesting.
I'm gonna open that.
No.
I'll leave that for now.
Leave it for now, I think. Oh, look what I just found. There you go. Now you have a purpose again. Just kidding.
This guy.
Just kidding. Alright.
Are those pins at the bottom bent? No, I don't believe so. No.
I was concerned that with this...
Oh, that one actually is.
Yeah, the fan pin there's bent a little bit. So I told you it'd been used before.
Yeah, it's been used.
That's alright.
A bit rough.
That's alright. Oh, these bend really... There you go, I fixed it. Like that.
And we got one down the bottom here too.
Alright.
That's alright, fixed.
Yep. When you pull the fans out, sometimes if you do it on a slight angle,
Yeah.
it'll bend them.
Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yep. Oh, and...
Do you want top down?
Oh, you can do top down, yeah. So it also has... Where's the camera? There. Has a full back plate as well. So
Nice.
that's pretty neat. And then there's the I/O.
Stuck.
With my fingers in the way. There was something... Oh, yeah, right. That's what I was going to say. I was concerned with this case because the motherboard's so big that with the extreme motherboards, they often angle all the connectors outwards.
Yep.
Which with such a wide motherboard has been problematic for me with case compatibility. But with this board, I forgot they hadn't done that. It's the... There are some... I think it might be the MSI Godlike for the X870 boards was like that. Yes. I forget now.
Yeah,
I've looked
it was.
at... Yeah, okay.
Yep.
The X870 is in the rear view mirror for me now. I think, though, the AI top Z890 motherboards do have them that way.
Sideways.
Yeah, you can grab one if you want.
I'll go to the warehouse of Z890s.
It's very handy having Balin here. Is this zoomed in this lens? Because I've just...
It is, yeah.
Think we might have to...
You can go out if you want.
Zoom out slightly because this is a big case. And I just touched the focus a little bit, so hopefully it's still okay. Who are you building the PC for? I actually thought that question would come up. I thought about it. Don't have an answer for you. It's just end of year live stream. We do at least one a year at Harbour Unboxed. I don't know if we've done any other live streams this year. But no, look, it was just a good opportunity to play with the case we've never played with before, test out some hardware, make an extreme high-end cool build. We'll obviously do something with the PC, but I haven't thought of what that is just yet. So at the moment, we're just having fun, answering your questions and concerns in chat, and yeah, getting to play with the hardware that a lot of it we haven't used before. And it's an excuse also to use an extreme AM5 motherboard. So yeah, that not terribly exciting, but
okay,
we'll work something out.
This is the AI Top Z890 Aorus Extreme.
So that's
basically
the
Z890 version.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but all of these.
Oh, those connectors. Yeah, no, I'm
sure
thinking of
the same.
What board am I thinking of, Balin? Someone recently I tested the boards. It was very difficult to get them in the case, and for some reason I thought it was Gigabyte.
The last one I remember looking at was the X870 Godlike. It was all sideways.
Okay. Yeah, I know there was a godlike motherboard that I really struggled to fit in the case. But I thought there was... Maybe it was... Don't know. Test too many motherboards.
There's a lot here. I could spend half an hour.
Yeah, you don't have to spend half an hour. It's okay. Take my word for it. Okay. Okay, that's got a screw in the back as well. I'm guessing we want to take this out. And look, you could read the manual, and I recommend you do read the manual, but we're not going to read the manual. So we're just going to mess around and try and work out how this comes out. And then ultimately probably give up and read the manual. Let me turn this around so I can see what we're dealing with here. So hopefully... Is this meant to slide out, guys? I don't actually know what it's catching on. I've taken out 3 thumb screws. I don't want to read the manual, but we're quickly heading in that direction. I'm just going to frisbee that over there. Oh, I see. Maybe it's not meant to come out. You just pull it forward to install the motherboard under it.
I found your board. Just to go back to that for a second.
There it is.
It's the Aorus Extreme AI top.
Yeah, so it is the AI top, yeah.
Yeah.
So was it the master?
I must have brought the master.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's that one.
So see this board here, guys? See how you can't see any connectors? It's because they're all there. Which means it makes the board... It makes this extra long or extra wide, whichever way you want to put it, motherboard, even extra wider or longer. And that can be very problematic. Because as you can see here, it's going to cover most of the case, all the cable management stuff. Alright. So I think we just lift this up to get and slide the motherboard under it. No, that can't be right. There's too many connectors and things you have to access. That would make it a pain in the backside. We're going to need the manual, Balin.
Alright.
Is there a way? Oh, no, I still don't get it. Oh, hang on. If you push down... Yeah, it will come off, I think. You've got to go right down. But for some reason, I'm still not able to do it.
So HAVN actually make it very obvious that you should probably read the manual. Because the old start here on the box.
Okay, I see.
And a really nice manual.
For some reason, it's got... I know what you've got to do. I'm getting there.
Would you like me to open?
Yeah, read them. Oh, it's hitting there. Interesting.
Alright.
Interesting. So there are 2 tabs here that you can come out of, but I can only get it down on one of them. So... And surely you're meant to take that out. Keep flicking.
No, I went to the... So the motherboard stuff's at the start. So there's no information about pulling that out.
Really? So you just have to work around it?
If we go to...
Because there's like, if you want to access that, it's going to be quite difficult. Because I can see how it comes out, but this is stopping. There's a little tab here that's stopping me from getting to it. Something just fell out. Uh-oh. Alright, well, should we just try and work around it?
I think so.
Because, yeah, there's a little tab here that's hitting the case. For some reason there's a bit of plastic broken here.
Okay, it says 3 screws to pull that out, I believe. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then it slides straight out.
Huh.
But you need to pull this out first? No? No, it doesn't even affect that.
This should be unrelated.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I can see how it's meant to come out, but my one's just is not possible. Have I got like a early production model? The most likely explanation is that I'm an idiot. See here, right? See that tab and that tab? See how there's a circle there and there. There's a large circle for it to pop over those.
Yeah.
So you push it down to there and it lifts over. Except I can't get it to go all the way down to that one because there's a tab here that hits this. So do we have to? No, you're not taking that all out.
No, you're not.
So I'm gonna bit confused as to why. Oh, I pushed it really hard. It didn't want to.
Gage is saying I was on the page, so let's...
You were on the page.
Apparently I was on the right page.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like we've removed thumb screws, done the thumb screws. There was 3 thumb screws. They're removed.
That's all it's saying to do.
Yeah. Well, that's... Yeah, the 3 thumb screws are here. So there you go. 3 thummies removed. But does it have in the instructions the little tab? You can't... Hang on. In that drawing... Hang on a minute.
And we're looking at the right thing.
Oh man! I told you guys that something was going to go wrong.
And it's the we can't even get the.
Let me take the. Let me take these out. Actually, getting those out's not even going to be that easy with it in the case.
Fun.
Well, I'm just going to remove the covers, the brackets, and see if that doesn't really do anything. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that's what we had before. I've just changed the way the case is laying.
Is it Steve? They give you a pair of gloves to work with.
Yep. Probably going to need a straitjacket though. So the only thing that's holding it in is that one tab. So we haven't learnt anything. So you can see through it now.
Those little openings, yeah. Problem is we can't slide it back far enough because the tab is stopping it.
That's crazy. That is crazy. So I can see exactly what's stopping us. Oh.
You wouldn't want it to be that difficult.
See this tab here? This is the problem. That.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all pot riveted together. So it's not like you can unscrew that. Have we got an early production model? Has PC Case Gear sent us an early production model to troll us?
Is Scott in chat?
Yeah, get him on the phone.
We'll ring him. On his Friday, well after hours. I'm sure he'll love that.
Well, we're not going too far if I can't work this out. I mean, we can probably build a room.
I reckon, not really, because you can't get to these.
Yeah, you can't get to half of the stuff you need to.
What about, can you undo that screw that's in under there? That one?
That's not going to help us.
Not gonna do
this is
anything,
in the way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that comes out without disassembling a good portion of the case. Huh. Flip it back the way it was.
Okay, so we're gonna use chat as a guide here.
Well, here's how you would normally. I mean, you'd either lay it flat.
Well, you can't get to the motherboard screws though.
What?
With that there, right? So you have to take it out.
Are there screws here?
Negative.
Or are they rivets?
No, there's nothing there.
No, that's a rivet.
Oh, on the back side, yeah.
This is funny. Well, we will get to the bottom of it eventually. Just might not be today.
Look at the manual. We have looked at the manual.
We've looked at the manual.
It's a very basic manual. It's just some diagrams.
It's a very good manual.
It's a great manual.
It
just doesn't specify what we're
I just think the issue with... this seems like a pre-production thing or something. Because we're not this dumb, are we?
Well... Can never be too sure.
There's some screws here. I'm going to undo those. The manual didn't mention these screws, so I can't see this being helpful. But I'm going to undo them. Don't tell me that. Oh no, it's lift.
Oh, it's the it's like the... That is a whole shield.
But that wasn't in the manual, was it?
No, definitely not. No.
So hang on, does it come out? Yeah, so now it comes out.
Yeah,
See?
because you haven't got it being blocked.
So this tab here, we would have been able to take it out way quicker and easier.
Show
So-
it top down. Yeah.
This tab here, this little side bit that sticks out here, was stopping us from sliding it so these could pull out of those. See those two tabs?
They had to slide all the way up to the end to the large round.
So they just slide up to those,
Yep.
and then it lifts out. But this tab here was hitting here.
So you just had to remove both
It was
pieces.
hitting this.
Yep. Yep.
So you have to remove this using 3 screws at the manual. Check if the manual said that. It didn't, but
no.
let's just check.
Let's just go.
Just because we can put the manual up to the camera as well.
That's right.
So it's hang on. So okay, so we've got so this is for the installation of the kit though, unless we're reading the wrong part of the manual.
I don't think so.
But it's saying if you remove the 3 thumb screws, that slides out. And that bracket there is still there. Or is, I'm not sure. And then, oh, hang on. Yeah, now it's saying, or is that something different? No, that's the bracket on. See,
That's this bracket.
is, yeah, but ours is one piece. So,
yeah, and theirs is 2.
so this bracket here, I wish I could. Should I just should I risk refocusing it?
Yeah. There you go. Yep.
This bracket here and this bracket are one piece in our kit.
Yep.
They do not come apart. They are
They're
they are
riveted
married together with rivets.
Yeah.
So these steps are not possible. Not sure what's going on there, why that is, but that's what tripped us up.
Unless we're interpreting it wrong, but I don't think so.
Well, it's showing them as 2 separate pieces. And in our case, they are they're one big old piece that are riveted. You can see the rivets.
Yeah.
They're not screws. So there you go. So I don't know if this is an early production model or what. Or they were screws and PC case gear are trolling us and they just took them out and put rivets in there. Don't know. Not sure. Or we're idiots.
That's more
Don't make a poll to see what people think are more
I was
likely
thinking
on that
about
one.
it.
You can actually end that poll as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've quickly got over that hurdle, took us just a matter of seconds. We'll
we
move
can
on.
put this in.
I'll just like drop this in now. So hopefully this goes in like a motherboard. And that looks like it's gone in like a motherboard. So
So, as expected, plenty of cable ties.
tweezers, we've got the tweezers.
Oh, the
galore.
tweezers galore, yeah. Alright. This is neat. It's not quite as good as
Now,
a
does it have the thing
box.
that game? Oh, so they've fixed the thing Gamers Nexus complained about.
No, they've got
Oh no, they haven't.
No, it's the
No,
same.
it's still a Steve's disappointment. Will continue.
Alright,
So we've got the
that's it.
motherboard. The motherboard screws.
Not quite as good as a box, but at least they're labelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe these will be the motherboard screws. Oh, my magnetic thing's lost. We took so long, my magnetic screwdriver is no longer a magnetic screwdriver.
Bellow. Wouldn't it be nice if the motherboard just snapped into place without screws? That would be pretty awesome. Do you reckon that's in the pipeline one day? 10 years from now? That'd be
Probably
pretty cool.
not. I mean, I was going to say something that I will instantly end up regretting, but I was going to say they're very easy to get in. But for some reason, that didn't screw in.
Oh. That's
It has a big...
Someone did mention the middle standoff.
The middle
Yeah,
stand.
someone said no need to remove the middle standoff? Question mark. Grey man.
Oh no, because it'll still be there under this. See?
Ah, yes.
Can people see that? So we can deal with that later. I've just got to work out what screws go in here. Okay, so those screws do work. So it was either an alignment issue or the backplate's so thick they don't reach, which would be odd. Let's just try that again. Okay. It'd be funny if every single step of the way we just have like a problem. Nothing works. I mean, losing the magnetic tip on this. We've got another one of these. I want to see if the tip on that.
Which gigabyte board is this? Is everything in the description?
Extreme.
Yeah.
No, it's the Aorus Extreme
AI top.
AI top.
Yep.
Gigabyte, like a simple name now. Oh, look at that. This one works.
Oh, how good.
Yep. Except it's not working. Are the screws not long enough to go?
Surely the backplate's not that thick.
Oh, it does sit up pretty high, and because it's touching these, I think we may need to locate some longer screws.
Oh no.
Let me try the front ones. Oh, the front ones reach. Oh, someone put that on max. I nearly
Lucky.
I nearly killed the screw.
So, is it these, like Steve was saying?
I think it's those, yeah. I think they're making the motherboard. Oh, we just got it by me pushing down a little bit. Bit of pre-force, got the job done.
Using the worst tool to install this. I reckon it's a
Yeah,
pretty good tool.
I've seen people say that, and those people don't know what they're talking about.
It's the best thing invented, I
yeah,
reckon.
they're clueless. They don't even know how it works or what it's doing. They think, they don't understand the torque settings on the drill, how the drill works. This is hands down the best tool and fastest tool to use. And you can adjust the torque and set the torque exactly how you want.
Yep.
But, you know.
15th level Paladin. Yep, I agree. They don't stock them in Australia, though, do they?
No, they don't, sadly.
Got to import them, but you might not be from Australia, so it's all good.
I haven't put one in there yet, have I? So, yeah. So, they're not sponsored by DeWalt. You can't even buy them here, but it is probably the best drill screwdriver thing I've ever used. I've used a lot. It's not hideously expensive either to import. You can get them off AliExpress delivered to Australia for under $200 with 2 batteries and a little baggie. Kind of neat. I've had this one we've had for about 2 to 3 years now, probably.
Well over the length of time I've been here.
Yeah, it's probably 3
Maybe
years,
4 years.
maybe even 4 now.
Yep.
And I've bought a second one since because Balin always takes mine. I'm like, Balin, where's my drill? And I pretty much exclusively use this now for building test systems, taking test systems apart, changing hardware. When you're doing like fans on radiators and stuff like that, this thing is clutch. So handy. So yeah, Balin kept stealing mine, so I bought him his own.
So good.
So because of the backplate, it is flexing the PCB more than you'd like there. It's not dangerously so, but it's not. I'd probably go for a spacer and a longer screw, ideally. But anyway.
Would you still recommend B650 boards for mid-range?
Yeah, definitely. I'd only recommend them at this point in time. Jared says you need a DeWalt sponsorship. I'm happy to pay for my DeWalt tools, Jared.
Yeah. They're worth it.
Some of them are, not all of
yeah.
them. Does anyone out there use DeWalt? I use them. I have a lot of their stuff, and they're 54 volt batteries. Man, they die regularly. They're a nightmare. This fell out. It looks like it's not. It's like a protection thing because that doesn't look. Anyway, if we need a small bit of plastic,
That fell out of the case.
fell out of the case.
Ah, yes. Okay.
So,
Yep. I think it's just a little insert.
what do you want to do next? Power supply?
Yeah.
You reckon that's the way to go?
Or cooler before it gets too heavy to move the case around. I mean, it's already 20 odd kilos with the board in there.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one we do, I don't think. Having said that,
I get tired, Steve.
Are you getting tired?
No, I get tired.
Oh, I'm going to move these screws over into your mouse pad area. That'll do.
They all the same. I'll put them all together.
54 volts, yes. So the bigger tools, I'm not talking about computer building tools, reciprocating saws, circular saws, magnetic drills, high pressure washers, heaps of things use their 54 volt batteries. I think they're 60 volt max in the US because people in the US like bigger number better. And so they go off the max charge state rather than, the typical operating state of the battery. So 60 volt, 54 volt here. So our 18 volt is 20 volt in the US. It's the same thing though. Just bigger number better. Steve, what you need are tools made by Festool. Festool's not great for what I do. I do a lot of like construction. Festool's more, in my opinion, better for cabinet making, that sort of stuff, high-end furniture. So really no interest in them. They are great tools though. I think in recent times they've possibly expanded their range. But yeah, I do have a couple of mates that are cabinet makers and furniture makers and stuff, and they do use Festool stuff. So yeah, I'm aware of it. I thought we'd get some Milwaukee guys in comments. We probably already have.
I think I saw a Milwaukee comment earlier.
Yeah, you had to have.
Yeah.
Had to have.
I love when there's real unnecessary knots tied into bags.
Well, it gives you something to do.
It's good. I can cut it.
So I've got to not drop this on the motherboard. I don't recommend showing people your power supply and playing with it over your probably what's about a 2,000 Australian dollar motherboard. Don't do that. Oh, that's like a magnetic strip or something that you can replace. That's kind of neat. So this Aorus power supply has a little magnetic strip.
Oh, that's cool.
That's neat.
Different.
And I'll take off...
Sorry, Gigabyte.
Should we do a top down?
Yeah, we can do that. For sure. There you go.
So there's a protective plastic cover over all the power connectors. Probably take that off before you put it in the case. And normally I would probably recommend working out roughly what power cords you need and plugging them into the power supply first. Depending on how tight the case is, you can go back to front now. Thanks, Bale.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
This case has heaps of room. So you'll easily, which isn't surprising, it's a massive case, you'll easily be able to attach the cables, especially with a compact power supply like this, to the power supply once the power supply is installed. That way. Mm-hmm. It's the opposite on it. No, I gotta go that way.
The camera's flipped and reversed.
Oh, brain not good. We'll go back to top down because I'm not going to try and install it that way because that would just be really hard. So here we go, power supply. Typically, because there's no ventilation here and you don't really want to be sucking the air from in the case anyway into your power supply, fan out and it'll come through the back door. Mm-hmm. And I've sat that around the right way. Job well done. There you go. Screw that in. Look how neat that little guy is. 1,000 watts, that thing. That's
pretty good.
It's got to be like 140 mil end to end
Do you want
there.
to plug some of these in first, or are you going to try and...
Yeah, it doesn't really matter with this case. We've got that much room. Look at these cool
With the
little
screws
arrows showing you where things go.
Pretty good.
Turn that there. Cheers.
No, I'll pass you them all.
So
You just like... It's like...
everything's a two-man job around here.
Yeah.
And even then, there's no guarantee we'll get it done.
No.
I still want to find out what we did wrong with that GPU. We've got to get that back in, by the way. So
Yes, that could be interesting. No, it should be fine. Because you've screwed the board in. Be one of the last things we do.
all right. Well,
Do we recommend electric screwdrivers? Well, as long as your torque's turned down.
it depends on the drills that you use. I've used a heap of different ones, but the gyroscopic ones are amazing. I suppose I could give a quick demo. I feel like we've done this a lot.
Yeah.
But actually, let's.
You got 10 seconds.
I got 10 seconds. All right, let's.
This is... It can rotate. Pretty awesome. Like that.
Hang on, I've gone the top down.
You want top down?
Yeah, no, I've got it. I've got it.
Yeah, you're good.
So see this screw? Oh, you've done the drill like that. Yeah, I prefer to use it like that.
No, I do too. Yeah, I was just showing it can flip.
Yep. So with the drill, you put it on the screw like you normally would, and you pull the trigger, and then you turn the way you want to go. So if you turn that way, it undoes it. And I'll show you that again. So if you turn it slightly, see it'll slowly do it. It's like variable. And so that's undone the screw now. No screw. And then if you want to do it up tight, and we've got the torque set right, so you can't over tighten the screw, you can't round out the head or snap it off. So I've got it set to the appropriate torque. You can just pull the trigger and hammer it to the right. So like that, and that's it done. So it's very awesome, very quick. If I didn't have this tool, you guys wouldn't get 50 motherboard roundups because I would actually go insane and probably break both of my wrists.
You'd be in, yeah.
Alright, so now that we've shown you how the gyroscopic drill works and that it's not the worst tool for doing the job, I've got to refocus the camera now.
Nearly.
Where do we want it? About there?
Yep, right
That
there.
looks pretty...
Yep.
Oh, I might have overdone it. That'll do. It's good enough. So there's the motherboard installed with all the bits and bobs.
You gonna plug some of these bad boys in?
Yeah, I'll start doing some work, I guess. Maybe go the front camera. I'm going to try and do this so everyone... Yeah, so we're going to come through here. I'll turn it a bit more. Okay.
That board looks good like that. You get that like coloured stripe.
Yeah, I've nailed the angle, haven't I?
Yeah. Balin approved angles.
I need... You know what we need? Remember last time we needed this little 30 centimetre white?
Ah, yes.
All these ones?
Yep.
Yeah. Just on like 1% so I can see. Because it's really bright here and it's really dark back here.
Yeah.
What's that on? 30%. We'll go down to like 1. There, 5% will do. Okay, now I can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to bother showing you guys me plugging cables into a power supply.
Yeah.
It's not super exciting. So where's the 24 pin up here? So with this case, you don't have those annoying rubber grommets.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Except I've gone the wrong way. We want to turn it like that.
The case is the HAVN
HS.
HS 420
Yep.
VGPU because it's the vertical GPU mount version.
Yeah, and so far I'm really liking it a lot. Apart from, well,
apart from that one.
Yeah, and I'm not convinced we're not idiots.
Yeah, me neither.
So I won't blame the case just yet until that's confirmed. So that's a PCI Express PCIe cable. That is a 8-pin cable, and we probably need 2 of those. This end goes to the motherboard. Oh wait, that's got that's a PCIe.
I'm just undoing any grab that you like.
Yep. So this has the same sort of deal up here. So I'm going to go through the middle, just cause.
It's nice that because you can push it through whichever one you want.
Yeah.
It just kind of stretches around the cable.
Yeah, I'm a fan. And we'll get that one through. Okay, popped them through. It holds them in place as well once they've popped through. Don't know how well you guys can see that. And we'll flip that over. Got it. You can see why this is like harder on camera than it needs to be, because this is not the angle I would normally choose to do this on. But I may have to adjust in a second. No, we got it. Mission success. And I'm going to rotate the cable. Alright.
Did you want to show the back? How they've got like all of these routing?
Yep, I sort of did, but we'll definitely be coming back to that. Don't worry. There's plenty of cable management that needs to be done and hasn't been yet.
What RAM? DDR5 6000 CL30.
Yep. Trident Z, G-Skill. It's good stuff. Now, for the GPU, we want that cable.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see that there.
And we'll want 1 SATA cable. This will do the trick.
Busting out the scissors.
Alright. We'll get the fun stuff done, which is installing the cables first. That was sarcasm. We've also got all the fun front panel and USB cables to deal with, so I'll quickly deal with those. Now, it is already pretty neat back here, so I'll see to that. Okay. You want to whack that one in? Who is pumped for next generation GPUs? And who's nervous about how much they're going to cost? because I am both pumped for them and nervous about how much they're going to cost.
Everyone and everyone.
Yeah. Well, we're in desperate need of some new good GPUs. That was just my light, don't worry. Alright, now all the front panel stuff. And I'll just do...
Are we getting an answer to the B580 with the new series of cards from AMD and NVIDIA?
Oh,
B580.
I doubt it. I doubt it. And it won't be anytime soon. Alright, at a guess, I reckon that goes like that. Okay. Didn't press in with a lot of conviction, but I think we're golden. And then we'll get this, the USB 3.1 or 3.2. They never like fit very well, those, do they?
No. Bit awkward.
A little bit awkward.
Wobbly.
A bit wobbly.
Alright, you don't need any more of these, do you?
Don't think so.
You're done with power.
Yeah, I'm done with power. I'm over it.
Cool.
Over power.
Yeah, it's getting expensive.
Front panel audio. I guess we'll connect that up. Probably not going to use it. You know what, you should do a poll. Just out of interest. Who uses onboard audio?
Alright, it's actually a good one.
Yeah, because Tim and I talked about that in the latest Q&A series. I'm going to have to change the angle here, guys, because I can't reach that one from over there. It wants to go in this way, so I did have it the right way, but just the angle I think was awkward. Alright, so that's most of the connectors connected. Now we do have no fans pre-installed for this particular model, or at least the one we were given, but we do have those Fantex fans.
Yep.
So we'll work that out in a minute.
There we go, poll is up.
Cool. Oh wow, there's another fan controller down here as well. Or at least fan, it's a fan hub, I should say.
Cool.
Fan hub. So we've got two fan hubs, each supporting, looks like 5 to 6 fans. Okay, got those plugged in. We'll get some tweezers onto that job later. So at the moment, oh boy, why is this so heavy? Oh. That's the mess we're working with, but we'll fix that shortly.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. USB DAC is the way. Kevin is correct. USB DAC is the way if you care about audio. That's just better in general, I think.
Any benefit to an audio card with wireless headphones?
Wireless headphones wouldn't, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm no expert on this, but I imagine they would use USB, right? They'd use their own. Like any gaming headsets in particular. So I'm not sure how much confusion there is around people thinking when they use a USB gaming headset that they're using the onboard audio, but you're not. So to use the onboard audio, the only time you're actually using it is when you either use an optical connection or one of the 3.5mm audio jacks. So unless you're plugging in to this board only has 2 jacks here, or the optical, unless you're using one of those 3 connectors on this board, for example, you're not using onboard audio. So if you're using a USB soundbar, like HDMI, even over DisplayPort, or USB dongle for like a wireless headset, that's not onboard audio. So I think there is a little bit of confusion there. So yeah, 64% of people saying they do use onboard audio, which has shocked me, to be perfectly honest, because I've got quite a few friends that game and use computers, and exactly 0 of them use onboard audio. The only person I know that does is Tim, but Tim's weird, so Tim does weird stuff. No, I'm joking, kind of.
If you plug in via 3.5 jack, yeah.
Yes, 3.5
right.
jack is the onboard audio. That is the most likely way that people would be using onboard audio is through those 3.5mm audio jacks. But if you're not using that, if you're using anything USB, you're not using your onboard audio. So Yeah. All right. Well, that's most of the power stuff taken care of.
If you didn't know that, adjust your answer in the poll. I'm curious to see if it goes down and how much. Oh, seriously.
Yeah. So there are quite a few headphones, especially older model headphones that use 3.5mm, and probably the more high-end stuff, because it's expected that you would plug that into a DAC rather than onboard audio if it's high-end. I'm using HDMI audio from my RTX 4090, yeah, so you're not using onboard audio for that.
Okay, we're going to redo it because you can't change your vote.
Okay, redo it.
I'm just curious.
Redo it. Just in case there was some confusion there, which is fine. I suppose I'll do something now. Let's put the cooler on.
Yep.
The CPU. Gonna use my trusty LTT screwdriver to undo that. Now the Aorus cooler, we'll have to do another poll in a second. Does have its own magnetic fans.
Oh, they're magnetic for this as well. That's
yeah,
nice.
and they are RGB.
Yep.
So let's just get this light out of the way in case it's annoying.
Alright, so now the majority is no. 52.
Well...
So there's like a... Well, I know that.
It's winning...
Answer quickly, but
it's a 50-50. Which is...
It's flipped about 10%.
Yeah, which is still more than I would expect. I would expect it to be more like 20 to 30% that use onboard audio. Or less based on my sample of family and friends and people I know. But this is a more global poll, so different regions and things, probably a bit different.
Yep.
But I certainly wouldn't expect it to be much over 50% if it was going to be. Yeah. But anyway, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I'm not fussed which way you go about it. It's just, yeah, I don't know too many people that do use the onboard audio, but I'm always surprised by how many requests we get to test onboard audio. Because I haven't used onboard audio in over a decade. But as I said, Tim uses it, so, you know, that's fun.
Yep.
Now, this...
That's a pretty big one.
That is a beefcake.
Yeah.
And excitingly, you guys are going to be pretty pumped in chat, no pre-applied thermal paste.
That's surprising.
So, I'm going to get Balin to do that.
Yep. Gotta do something.
I do have...
These fans are interesting. They've got like ribbed corners at the top.
Yeah, that'll be advertised to reduce turbulence and therefore enhance airflow, reduce operating volume, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I can neither confirm nor deny.
But it will cost you $50 more. I don't know.
I'll also get that in. No, sure. Now we have these guys.
I do know what I'm doing here.
You've worked out magnets?
No, they've got locators, which need to both be lined up.
Alright.
To get them to snap in. They're not as easy as others, but...
Okay.
Pretty good.
Oh, these have little pull tabs. Okay, so the next poll we're going to want to do... Actually, these are bigger. They're a bigger variety, those ones.
I'm going to put...
I have a feeling...
I'm going to move this over here.
That there are other fans that are... Oh no, they're all 140s. Okay, so all the fans we've been provided are 140s. Which is cool, but too big for our radiator. So we're going to have to use the Aorus fans on the Aorus radiator.
Yep.
Any idea what the name of the DeWalt drill was or the model? If you type in DeWalt gyroscopic drill, you will definitely find it. It's a Gen 2 version, but it's the DCF 680, I'm going to say. It's the DCF... Yeah, it is the DCF 680. That's a crazy guess.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a lot of fans here, Balin.
You've still got... but yes, we do.
So we've got a fan that's going to go there, fan that's going to go there, 3 that are going to go there. So okay, yep. One of these banks of 3 we won't be able to use. ideally I'd like to, but we've got a 360mm radiator, not a 420.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep.
So, anywho. So, we're going to want to put... Do we want to go that way?
We could use them. Could we not?
How do we do that?
We put one on the bottom here and one on the side. And then have that on the top.
The side?
Yeah, where those storage, you can take them out.
Can you?
Put it here. Yep.
Oh. Alright. Have you done
If you
research?
want.
Do you know about this case?
Apparently.
Alright, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can, I'm pretty sure they come out and you can put fans there for a side intake.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if that's true. If you're wrong, it will already be confirmed in chat, so...
That's right.
If you haven't
Quick, someone tell him before he undoes all the screws.
If you haven't been corrected yet... Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well,
we can just load it with fans, because we can put the 2 in the back here as well.
we're gonna.
It's going to look good.
So these support a single 3.5 inch or two 2.5 inch drives.
Yep.
Looking at them.
Yep.
All right. Okay, Balin, know it all. Do we put... I reckon we don't put that there. I reckon we put the 140mm fans there to look better.
I agree. Put that on
And
the top.
we stick this in the top.
Yep.
And the question is, do we go...
Orientation.
Yeah, I think I prefer it the other way.
I'd go the other way.
Doesn't make too much difference. Oh, yeah, it does, because it might not with these fans. Let's just move this out of the way for a sec. I think everything's screwed in. You want to be careful when you move your computer around when you're building it. You don't have things go flying. Oh, so it doesn't really... Yeah, these fans are good. It doesn't matter which way we do it, because the cables aren't sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do I also know how to use magnets like Balin?
They're a bit awkward because you got to get the locators. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I know how to use magnets like Balin.
Yeah.
Now these fans will be sucking air in.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have the top ones blowing it out.
So many stickies.
Huh.
Many fan, much wow.
Okay, so this just pops in. Oh, gee, that's very aggressive.
Strong magnet.
You can't mess that up. Look at this.
Wow.
Yeah. Powerful magnet.
Amazing.
Thank you. And then you just plug that into there. Take that protective cover off there. Whack that into there. Slightly excessively long, but we'll be able to tuck them away like that. And that'll look good. Now,
Where are these screws at?
we have to put the AM5 bracket on the water block, and we need to screw the fans on.
I can screw all these fans on.
You just want to use the DeWalt drill, don't
I do
you?
just want to use the drill, yeah.
So there you go.
Thanks.
Go. I need like a stopwatch, so we can see how quick you can do this. AMD mounting, Intel mounting, TRX mounting. We don't need that. We're not doing Threadripper. Now, does this come with thermal paste? Surely it does, right? Oh, here we go. It's a teeny tiny little tube.
Single use.
I'm going to go, something else while you do that. Keep everyone entertained.
Hi guys. I'm your free entertainment for the evening. All I do is screw in fans.
Alright, I'm back.
That was very fast.
I ran.
You should have seen the entertaining I did.
I was very concerned about the entertaining you were going to be doing. So this is the Arctic MX4, which, in case you guys care, is what I often use on my test systems and stuff. So we're going to use that.
There you go.
Well done. Excellent. Perfectly torqued to spec. No crushed pads there, guys. Look, that looks like a professional did it, not a video editor.
That's right.
But you are a professional video editor, so...
Supposedly.
Alright, well, now that you've done a great job of that, we can bring the case back.
Yep.
And we'll stick that there. Okay. I'm going to keep...
Have you got the bracket?
Yeah, I'm going to put that on once
for your
we...
block? Are you going to screw that in first?
Yeah, I reckon we'll screw that in. We're going to favour this side of the case because the tubes aren't super long.
Where's it? Ooh. You're going to have to drop down to the next. Yep. And where are the screws?
Oh, I hadn't worked that much out.
Radiator screws.
I'll let you do the hard work here.
I just like using the drill.
Yep.
Bit awkward getting the first boys in.
The locator screws. Alright, that'll do.
Yep.
Oh, this has we could have taken out it's got a radiator bracket. But when you've got friends, you don't need a removable radiator bracket.
That's alright.
Always build with friends.
It's more enjoyable.
Alright, good job. I'll move that more like that for you.
Thanks.
Now, that just reaches.
Is it?
So I think if we twist the cables...
It can't slide this way. We can slide it this way.
No, it reaches. It reaches just comfortably.
Just comfortably.
Yeah, it's a new thing I've made up. There you go, there's the cold plate. The copper base.
Looks good.
Looks like it's going to have good coverage. It's one of the chunkier ones I've seen. It's more impressive when you remember they're building a computer case upside down. Yeah, that's our excuse, guys. When we make things look awkward and much harder than they should be, it's because we're doing it upside down.
That's right. And I'm using my left hand, apparently.
The real friends of the gyroscopic screwdrivers we used along the way. Kevin says shiny copper. You're not wrong, Kevin. I won't lick it. Beautiful. Well done.
I'm getting there. There's quite a few. And I'm trying not to slip as I slip.
Do you guys think the next gen cards will run poorly on a PCIe Gen 4 slot? No, they almost certainly won't. Gen 3 might start to show its age, but it'll really only apply to the most top-end models. Install exhaust fan, guys.
We shall.
I mean, we'll get there.
These are our exhaust fans, though.
Well, that's true. They are. They are absolutely exhaust. All three of them are exhaust fans. I think he means this one here because like getting to that screw will be challenging.
Yeah.
But the radiator thingo is removable via 4 screws. But I think we can just get to it. How you going there?
Yeah, good. Some are a little harder than others.
They're interesting screws. Mm. Well, you've absolutely done all of them up, so that's not coming out.
No.
It's now structural.
You know what? Oh.
What? What'd you do? Oh, you slipped and you dented a few. Don't worry, we won't show anyone that.
Yeah, you can.
They don't need to know.
That's a need-to-know basis.
That's a need-to-know basis thing, so don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, right. So this one, which wants to pop in something like that and then go... Hopefully those cables are going to behave. So we need to actually take the mounting hardware off.
Yeah, you can rotate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's got there'll be some AM5 screws.
Yeah.
So the standard AM5 mounting gear comes off. Whenever I test AM5 motherboards, I always make sure for the VRM thermal testing and stuff, I get an AIO that uses these brackets because it saves me a crazy amount of time not having to do exactly what we're doing now, which is install some standoffs after removing the standard bracket. So hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, but it's not too crazy. Alright, got that done. Balin ran away. I think it's because he was going to have to do the thermal paste. But he doesn't want to know about it. But the thermal paste is pretty easy. With this, we're just going to do a bit of a daub in the middle. These CPUs, although they're a little more difficult to clean because of the sort of nooks and crannies in it, it's not terribly difficult. I have the equipment to do it. So I reckon we want to put those cables something like that. You can have these at the bottom. You can change it at any time, so not a big deal. And now we just need the thumb screw caps. So I'm not sold on the orientation here, but it's going to do for now. It'll allow us to progress to the next stage. I hate the nooks. Yeah, look, I would prefer them not have the nooks and be more like Intel CPUs, but I do wonder how much the extra folds and things increases the strength of the heat spreader to stop things like flex happening. Then that's probably also helped by the dimensions. This last screw is really awkward to get. I would do hose on bottom. Yes, I was thinking that, but kind of blocks the really cool heatsink here and stuff. I normally go that way, and we still might, because as I said, it's very quick and easy to change that. It takes like a minute. Anyway, they're hand tight for now, which will do. So that is installed. Take it off now? No, we won't do it. No, we'll take it off now. I know that triggers some people if you take off those sort of things before you're done, but a Gigabyte motherboard was a sample, so that was pre-done.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just want to route these cables now. And we'll probably get some cable ties onto those and tidy them up, like something like that. But we'll do that later.
I can do it now.
You can do it if you want, but I've got to stand the case up. Pop those through. I was trying to work out what the easiest way to go about that is. Pop that in. It's so hard doing it on this angle.
Tiny little cable ties are so much fun, aren't they?
So much fun. So we need one of these. Oh, did you already take these out? Yeah. Oh, they're up the top. Because...
And you want the screws?
Oh. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how that actually works. Let's have a look. I suspect there are longer versions of these screws in here. Okay, that's got nothing in it. Have you got all the screws that came with the case? Where is there another bag?
That is it.
One of those ones. So there's no fan?
Just power supply and those. And then these you've taken out while building.
Huh. So...
But...
How do you reckon we secure the fan? We need the manual again, Balin.
The fans come with those screws.
Yeah, I mean, these are way nicer, though. Oh, hang on. Do you pop them through that?
Is that just a... Just like a grommet? That's too short. They're longer.
Will they reach? I don't reckon they will. We'll work it out in like 20 minutes. So hang in there.
Hang in there, guys.
We'll have an answer for you. Oh, I reckon that might just do what we want it to do. So it's meant to have a steel thread. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, what am I missing here? Let's refer to the manual that did not help us last time. So you see the problem we have, right? This screw has a steel thread on it to screw this shroud thing into the steel, which makes sense.
Yep.
How then do you install the fan like that?
You need long screws.
Well, that's what I would have thought. How did Gamers Nexus do it?
The accessory kit is supposed to come with 13 large mounting screws, like long mounting screws.
Yeah, see, that was what I would expect. And you reckon it didn't? Huh.
Which would be the ones, right?
I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I would be expecting. And are you telling me we didn't get the right screws in our case? This had to be pre-production.
What about down in the VGPU kit box down the bottom? I think that was just the glass panel.
Yeah, there's nothing in that. This is empty. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think I located them.
You found them?
Found another bag over there.
Nice.
Why was this bag not with those bags?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
They're the ones you want.
What does the manual say to do here, Balin? Because I don't understand how that would work either. Hang on. Did these... Are you sure these screws came with the case? Right, you do a thing.
You have a look at your manual.
You do a thing. I'm going to do a thing. Okay. Let's see how these rear fans are meant to be installed, guys. Oh, okay. Builder's Guide.
Yeah, I reckon I'm going to go through that.
Here we go. Okay, it's got a cross through that. So do you get... Okay, let me try and work this out. So I think it's saying you remove this and get rid of the bracket. So these are just temporarily holding that, well, holding that in case you don't put a fan there or something. Okay. Got to try and not lose the washers now. Can I get that bottom one? You having fun with that cable tie?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it neat. I spend time making this stuff now.
Alright.
There we go. Perfect. Look at that. It's as good as you get in that.
Now the magnet from this fan ate my screw. I got it back. Okay, so we've taken that off. And if I'm going to understand the manual correctly, we now frisbee that across the room.
Yep, just ditch it.
And this then pops straight in. And what screw we use now, though?
2.5 inch.
Okay, it's saying to use these screws. Did we get those screws? It's saying to use that screw. And I think that's just a regular fan screw, which I have here.
Yes.
Which only just reaches, mind you, but I think it's going to work.
More regular fan screws.
Alright, I'm actually going to connect the adapter to this fan. Where's the... In the box, did we get the wire that clips into there?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
One of each.
What do these actually connect to? We have an extension cord. What do they go to?
This is everything in the box, mate.
They connect onto these ones. What do they connect to? Here we go. Okay, we have additional.
Motherboard.
We have additional cables over here. Hang on. Okay. Yep. Well, that's going to be a fun thing to work out later.
This is fun.
This is good. I like
This
this.
is exactly how it should all work out.
It's good fun. All right, that's clipped in there, and I'm going to stick that in. I guess we'll route that cable down this way to that fan. Do you want a cable going through there? That seems like something you wouldn't want to really do, but I guess you can just work around it.
What about in through there and then through this gap?
Yeah, well, it can't teleport there. It's got to go past here somehow. We're going with that.
All right, go with that.
We're going with it. Now, have you looked at chat for the last 20 minutes?
I was just briefly looking at it.
Okay.
I'm not going to scroll back.
That's good enough for me. Okay. Well, I'll get this done. We'll move on to the other fan. We're going to be doing fans here for a while, guys, so... I guess get used to that. Okay, that one's done. Well, it should be a little bit quicker now that we've roughly worked out what we've got to be doing. These little washer shim things can be difficult to get at. And we're going to need to do a plastic cleanup shortly.
Very, yes. You remove the sticky tape on the back of the cooler. Yep.
No, that's there for protection though.
Where's your plastic?
Yeah, I've got a good collection going on, haven't I?
There's your manual for
These are
further reference.
Yeah, we're going to need that again for sure.
Yep. Don't need that. Don't need that.
Alright, stay there. Don't fall out. Do not fall out. The magnet's so strong on these. Alright, that'll do. Okay, so we have a fan in there. We've got the fans in here. We'll stand this up and pull those cables through. And deal with them shortly. Yep, that's pretty much where we want those. That's worked out nicely. Alright, I'm going to do another fan. But that looks pretty neat, really. This next fan will be a bit easier.
You're 50% of the way there for those fans.
Yep. Thanks for the reminder.
Quick maths.
Quick math.
Alright, there you go. You should only have what you need now.
There is another one of those cables somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I put
got it out for
I
you.
squashed it with the case.
Oh, love that.
That's alright. So it's looking like we can link all of these fans together. Which is kind of neat.
Yes, supposedly supposed to be able to.
Now I'm going to take your advice.
Will the 5070 have 16 gig of VRAM, or does it? Is it confirmed?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Sounds like it based on the rumours.
Yep. What case is this? It's in the title.
It is the HAVN HS420V.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a really cool case. It's different, but so far I'm liking how it's turning out. Once you if you read the manual and did a little bit of research, it's probably pretty cool. It all works well except for the first thing we did not work well at all. Not really sure why that was. And there we go. Frisbee.
Apologies if you're getting some dropped frames. Hasn't been many, so it shouldn't be freezing for too many people.
Nah, there's been no drop frames.
Pretty much zero.
Yep.
Nice to have Japanese internet. They have some crazy internet.
Okay, I found 3 of those. Oh, there's one of them still in there. See these? So these are like shims.
Yep.
You can push them in. You just don't want to lose them. That's the only thing I don't like about having unique stuff like that. Because if you do lose them or whatever, they can be difficult to buy replacements. Or just a pain in the butt, because you don't want to have your whole build, or say you go to upgrade your PC and they got broken or something. It's annoying, like that holding up the whole upgrade. Like you're really excited to upgrade your PC. Anyway, it's a minor thing. I guess don't break them or lose them is the takeaway there. But, you know, easy to say when you haven't done it yet. Okay, that one's in.
So there's nothing else you're going to need from these?
No, we're done with all that rubbish.
There are plastic inserts, potentially we go. But they're hidden in the back here.
Yeah, we don't need those.
Don't need them.
Okay. I'll get these last 2 screws in, then we can whack in the fan arrays with the triples.
Yep.
Got to take out all those storage things. Okay. I don't know how we get the... So there is a thingo down there, but we really want to get this cable.
Did you want to orient it so that the fan cable's going out the bottom?
There aren't too many pass-throughs here. Like there's one down here. We don't really want to use that one. I want to get this cable from here to here. But you're not meant to go through any of this.
No, it's meant to be open.
So I'm not really sure. Other than this here, there doesn't really seem to be... There's that up there, which we could go through. But it's really annoying because it means I've done this in reverse. Can we bring that? Actually, we probably have a spare extension cable, so we'll just try and do that. Fans.
Which fans are those? They are
the Fantex. They're Fantex fans.
Fantex M25 140 G2, just in case you wanted numbers.
Well, that would be the model name. Alright, so we'll deal with the cable management mess with these 2 cables a little bit later on.
Yep.
So this cable here still doesn't reach anyway.
Oh.
Because I think we want to get it to the fans that go. We'll just put those fans in and we'll work it all out.
Could potentially just throw those onto a different header and then put the rest together.
These have no other way of connecting to the motherboard.
Oh,
that's the problem.
Yeah, okay, great.
We've only got 2.
Yep, okay.
So we'll see what we can do.
Yep.
Because I've never used these before, so I don't exactly know how they work.
They are some little screws. Like 3 threads on them. Where the top motherboard power cable's connected. I'm assuming you mean the CPU ones?
Yeah, EPS. Yep, they're connected.
They're here.
Oh, look, can you see where that screw is?
Oh yeah, that looks fun.
Oh, the DeWalt drill made it happen. Why are these not popping out like the other one did? What am I missing, Balin?
There's screws on the back.
I hope not. Why did the other one pop out? Oh, okay, you just got to do it at an angle.
Yeah. I'm not going to need those.
Annoyingly, this one, you can undo this bracket here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think we can put that back in because we're not putting a radiator there. Okay, there are fan hubs in the case. I don't think we're going to be using them. Okie dokie, Balin. This is where we're up to next. So I was hoping to plug that into there and link them around, but...
There's just no extra length there. You only need another 1.5 inches. It's so close.
We might have another one of those cables.
There is another box.
Yeah, well, there is another box as well, so we'll just have to use multiple cables. So this is what connects it to the motherboard. So I do have it around the right way. Why did I plug that in now? I'm going to put the fans in first. So do you want to go front mount for a second?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The old camera. That's better.
Yeah. So we're going to whack these in. Hopefully I can go in from the front. I just did it.
That looks good.
So they'll go probably about there, I reckon. So we can actually screw those in. Maybe just do one screw at the very top, or do the top and bottom. I think I have to go up a bit. Yeah, there.
About there?
Yep. That'll do. I'll quickly do this one. And I'm going to pull the trigger on the drill. Okay, so we're just going to do that for now.
Yep.
I can just reach that. Come back down through there, go under that, and pop that in there. Done. Alright. Actually, I wonder how close that comes to it. Maybe that does reach. Oh, yeah, I reckon that will. I think that will. Yeah, I think so. I think it's
get a good seated connection there.
I think so. I think it's just going to reach.
Oh yeah, it will. Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Cool.
So you can go top again if you want.
Yep.
So this is the recommended top fan cables.
Just pull this forward. Pull the whole thing forward. People can see. Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay, you can do it if you want. There you go. That'll do. That's good enough. It's better than it was. Okay. So there's the... Oh, look, I didn't do that very straight.
Needs to be perfect.
There we go. You happy with that?
Yeah, because once the top cover's on, you'll be able to see it all the time.
Alright, good.
Yeah.
That's acceptable then. Okay. Well, great. The only problem is, I didn't connect the one at the very bottom. And I'm not sure I can... Oh, I should be able to reach that just... Okay, so we want this now.
I'm going to go front.
Okay, so I've got no way. I can't actually.
You able to get it in? It's tight.
Oh,
you got
yes.
it. Nice.
That's expert level stuff, Balin. I just got myself a burn.
That's also expert level stuff.
What's this? Oh, that must be a USB connector.
That's your front panel, isn't it?
Nah, it's USB connector for the AIO.
Oh, yes.
So that'll go somewhere down here. Let me just quickly and awkwardly connect that while we're here. Okay. And then we have a SATA power cord. I'm just going to power up the AIO, or wire it up for power.
Yep.
While we're here, so I don't forget. And then we hop in the BIOS and wonder why it's running at 60 degrees at idle and climbing.
A lot of people are asking about my tattoo. It's a phoenix and a tiger, and then like a compass and arrow here. Just so you don't have to keep wondering what it is.
Just an FYI. Okay. So I'm going to plug these into the little fan controller hub thing down there, because that's getting power from the power supply rather than having 4 big fans sucking power through the motherboard. Now we're in RGB header, Balin. We spotted. Oh, there's some right up there. Why
Right at the top.
Why are they always in those hard to reach spots? I'm gonna have to turn this sideways.
I mean, there's a few down the bottom here, I believe.
I've committed.
Okay.
I mentally prepared myself for how difficult this was going to be. I don't want that energy to be for waste. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. All right. This is going okay. Now,
Yes.
so they're pretty much done.
They just need to be screwed in.
They just need a few more screws, but we won't worry about that just yet.
Oh, they're nice. They're mirrored.
They're like infinity
Yeah,
fans.
That looks really cool.
Now, I think we want to whack back in the plate that was down here, wasn't it?
Yes. So there. We need to put another radio.
I think we have to individually. We'll move the case aside. Go top down again, I think.
Yeah. Oh. What's that?
So,
I'll refocus.
the question is... Focus it, Balin. Get it focused.
It's really hard for me to reach here, Steve. Oh, yeah.
Yep, I think that'll work.
Epic.
I think that will work. So, where did this come from? Where did you come from?
No idea.
Just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So we want the
You need the long screws.
we want the male connector down this end,
Oh, yeah.
and we will want some long screws.
Which
Do we have any more? Oh, here we are.
you're hoarding all the good screws over here, Steve.
Yeah, I wanted to do them.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a go. Actually, these. Oh yeah, they're alright. In fact, these are what those screws were for.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think we just fully commit here, and I'll do all of them real quick. You can look at the chat for me.
My main game is Counter-Strike, so the 9800 X3D will be better, definitely. But whether those frames are necessary, I guess that's up to you.
That is entirely up to you. Yeah.
What was it getting, like 7, 800?
Yeah.
GBP?
I mean, there are other sections of the game that might be more demanding than what we use for benchmarking.
Yeah.
But I can't say. Like a Ryzen 7 7700 would be fine for me to play CSGO, or even a Ryzen 5 7600, or any equivalent Intel CPUs that we aren't necessarily recommending in those price ranges. But they're like a Core i5 14600K, very good, work very well. Even a 12600K.
Parham, I'm pretty sure, did we set both of those to exhaust fans, the side? They're both exhaust?
No, that one
Is that intake?
is blowing in,
Yep.
that one's blowing out.
Yeah, okay. So all the fans up the top are exhaust, anything on the sides and the bottom will be intake.
Yeah, I mean, it can all be adjusted really easily.
Yeah.
Not too much thoughts going into it at this point. We
Yeah.
just want to get them in and see them working.
Yeah.
And then we can tinker from there. So I think this wants to be popped in like that and then lowered in. And that's...
That looks awesome. That's
You like
cool.
that?
Yeah.
It's getting heavier, Balin.
It's, yeah.
So I need to put the screw back in here so it doesn't all fall out. So let me just quickly do that. So one screw...
Did you want to fit the glass curved airflow director? Because you'll have to fit that before putting that back in. Like before you screw that back in.
Oh, screws. I don't know if we'll bother.
No. It's all it does is direct the airflow to the glass as opposed to blowing it straight
I
up.
feel like we've got sufficient airflow.
Yep.
So, I don't know. We can look at adding it afterwards.
I don't think we need to. I think it looks a bit meh.
Yeah.
Leave it out.
Yep. We'll probably go without it for now. Okay, now we've got to wire these in. So, there should be another... They're extensions. They're all extensions.
Yeah.
So they do give you a good amount of extension
Which is
cables.
nice.
But we're missing the cable we need, Balin.
Is it that one? No, that's an extension as well.
Where's the big long box, the other one of these?
It is empty.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yes, I emptied it.
What?
Empty.
Well, we don't need it, but I would like it.
It's not this one?
Oh yeah, where was that?
It was sitting right there. That's when I grabbed it.
Oh, it was camouflage. Bloody Gamers Nexus
See, he's
in
not
there.
listening to me.
It's alright. It's alright. I don't know how many of these you can actually daisy chain.
It doesn't say. No. I think 4 or 5 minimum, surely.
You know what I don't understand?
What's that?
Where does the cable go?
That's a bit...
Is there cable? Hang on.
Up through here. Up. So wrap it here and just push it in there.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Does it?
I don't know. That's where I'd put it though, because there's not really any other. There's
But
nothing
then it
at the
comes
front.
just comes out the bottom, doesn't it? Do you want cables down there?
And it can sit on the on the filter tray.
Let's just flip it around and have a look. Okay, so there's nothing in there. It could come up here into there.
You'd think they'd have a cutout just here to drop it in, but then you'd.
I don't know if you want to go that way. I think
I
we
can
might
go in the back.
I think we might want it at the opposite end.
Oh, what about through here? Just can it get through there?
Yeah, it could.
I think that's where you'd want to put it.
Yeah, because you're not wanting to go
All
into...
down there?
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Through the bottom?
Yep. Yep. Okay.
They've thought about it. You just got to do a bit of digging to
Gotta-
it.
You got to think, if I was HAVN...
Where would I want my cables running?
And that's where we wanted them running, but it wasn't obvious where they went after that.
Yep.
Till we took this back out. No one can see any of this, by the way.
I know.
That's all right.
The top down doesn't.
It's just too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard basket stuff, guys.
It's almost been 2 hours. Well, thank you if you've been here from the start. Good stuff. We had a bit of issue with the VGPU scenario.
We're going as fast as we can. There's just no way this could be done any quicker. Okay, so we got that through there. And now... Tricky, Balin, tricky.
Yeah.
I really hope that's where we're meant to put these.
That's the only hole in the base of the case there.
Yeah, well, what were you going to
Where's
say?
that? Hang on. Here we go. This might help you.
Not much is going to help me at this point.
It's seated.
I'm just going to put that screw back in, because if I lift this and all the fans go flying, it'll be annoying.
Would be a bad time.
Now, you reckon... Oh yeah, here they are. They did come straight in. They came straight into the cable management area. Sorry guys, I'm going to flip this around again. Just pretend that you're really enjoying this and you can see what I'm doing. Where did I put the light? Oh.
It's here. You'd like that again, would you?
I'd love that. Thank you.
I just need a light bar attached to my head. I need like one of those light caps.
You're like one of those deep sea fish.
Yeah, anglerfish.
Yeah.
What it is. 1440. Thoughts on a 1440p setup? 5700X with a 3070.
Now,
Steve will get to that in a second.
yeah, yeah. I need an RGB extension cable, because that ain't going nowhere, is it?
What did that come from?
The fans.
Oh, lovely. And none of the cables they've provided are extensions for that.
No, I don't have an RGB extension cable.
Well, it's a bit of a bummer.
Tell me about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it only reaches about 2 inches into the cable management tray, and then we're...
Is there...
I'll have one. I just have to go do some digging. Okay, so what was the question you had?
3070 with a 5700X for 1440p gaming.
I don't have too many thoughts. Sounds perfectly fine, depending on the type of games you're playing. Like, if you're playing Fortnite, that works pretty good. If you're trying to play the latest and greatest games, the 3070 might be struggling, more so than your Ryzen 7 CPU. But it depends on quality settings and stuff like that. If you're happy to run on low to medium, probably medium would be fine at 1440p for most games. Return of the Fans.
we want this to look really good, I'm going to put all these on there.
You do that and read chat.
Yeah, so I'm pretty
And
sure...
I'm going to quickly... I'm getting an RGB extension cable.
Sounds good. Look at that. I need a recommendation on whether that looks better before I go ahead and put all of them in. It's going to be really hard to see, but... Okay, so these. All of them, I reckon. Trying to do this so you can have a look. Okay, these are actually quite difficult to get in with one hand. You can give it a tidy up. I'm just going to do them all and then I'll show you.
I can only find 4-pin extension cables, which won't work, so I'm totally not going to break a pin off. Where are the scissors at?
Just here.
Thank you.
I thought these would clip in a little bit nicer than they have. They kind of just...
They look pretty good.
They look better, but...
I reckon they look pretty cool. You're pushing them into the rubber, so it's not always going to line up perfectly well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I'll just show the old... There we go. All those. Looks better. Not bad.
Nice work. I'm trying to break a pin.
What is that cable coming out of the bottom? Which one are you talking about? This one. This is the GPU power cable, which we will tidy up and whatnot once we've got that in.
Well, it'll be plugged into a GPU eventually.
Yes.
Alright, I've minced those cables. Okay. And now we have an RGB extension cable. So you said there was some RGB at the bottom? There is.
Yep.
I've got to try and get to it. I might just cheat, guys, and turn the case around. It's getting too tricky.
That.
Okay, let me just check something. I put this back in the wrong way.
Why the 9800X3D? Oh,
Why not?
why not?
Why not?
It's an OP build. It's gonna look really cool actually with that. The angled fans at the bottom looks good.
Okay. I think we're getting there, Balin.
Excellent. Is infected with RGB. Well, it doesn't have to be RGB, it could be white. White looks good.
I can't believe it didn't come with an RGB extension cable.
It's pretty shocking. Having said that, it might have. We might just be done.
That's a good possibility. Alright, I've done some dodgy splicing together with a cable that wasn't compatible, but hopefully is now. Okay, so we've got all the fans connected. Should we just do a quick little power test to see that all the fans work?
Maybe it might be easier to... I can do all this.
Well, we've only got to put the GPU in at this point, I think.
soft power test. I'm not going to plug it in or anything. I'll do the rest of those soon.
We'll put the graphics card in. We
Might
might.
as well.
We might as well. We'll put the graphics card in next because we've still got to work out. Should we top down it?
Yep.
All right. We have to work out, guys, how we get the thing back in that we couldn't get out. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, that's the name for that.
The thing that wouldn't come out has to go back in. So that's the thing. Except it goes. How do we have it? Where was that tab? Oh, hang on. It slots into this. I've already forgotten how all this went together. So I think that was in
Yeah, that's right.
there like that.
Yep.
But that has to go in first.
Sorry about the old anti-static bags.
And I'm pretty sure it goes in. I must be doing this around the wrong way. Hang on. Hang on.
It's so weird when they all look the same, like the pieces.
Yeah, that has to go. That goes in that way, all right? No. No, it goes. Oh, it goes that way because no.
Nice black 4080 Super.
So that was sliding up and down on this bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Except for some reason... Yeah, it's really hard to get that back in there. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. Because it's way too difficult.
I don't think that...
Was it like that? Oh,
yeah,
that goes in there like that.
Yeah, they go in those. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So it goes like that.
Yep.
So I think putting that back in is the next step.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I don't think the manual had instructions about that, but you definitely have to remove that to get a board in and everything. So...
Well,
if anyone at HAVN watches this and the manual hasn't been updated since the one that we've got, that page needs to be in there.
Yeah.
Because that was very awkward.
Well, you're convinced we weren't doing anything wrong.
I'm convinced we looked at... Yeah, I mean... Yeah.
I'm less convinced.
I'm convinced.
You're convinced?
Yep.
I like your confidence.
Having said that, it might be a disclaimer at the start of the manual. I don't know. Be like, before you move past the first page...
Note that we've made there's a secret pass.
Yeah. I'm actually going to check.
Okay, well I've got these 3 screws back in. The thumb screws. I think it's a slightly different thumb screw that goes in here. For some reason I can't get that to go back in, so I'm not...
Yeah, nope. Nope.
You confident?
100% confident that after, and I'm gonna make sure everyone can see this. We have moving all the panels out, and the next thing is putting the motherboard in before going on to fan support, which is this page here. So,
alrighty.
we're not dummies. Not entirely.
I don't believe you. Okay, so we got 3 screws that go back in the top here. And is it these teeny tiny ones?
No, you put some over here, which it
Is
might be
is
the
there
same
3?
screws. Might be the same. I have the storage ones.
I'm just going to put these in.
I reckon try those because
See
there's
if
a
they-
lot of similar screws here.
I'll see if they work. Yeah, they sort of work. They work well enough. I'm interested to see how the I/O on the graphics card works out here. It seems like it's going to be a bit janky.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, well, I mean it's in.
Alright, cool.
We did the thing. I don't like how aggressively bent the PCIe riser cables.
Connector.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of PCIe riser cables. They generally, or they can introduce performance, stability, latency issues. Latency comes under the performance heading, I guess. But they can cause unnecessary problems. I would always recommend, if it's a gaming PC, you bought a 9800X3D because you want maximum CPU performance, you want to improve latency, you want the best performance possible. I would not use a riser cable. I would install the graphics card just straight into the PCIe slot. That would be my recommendation.
Which you could do in this case, right?
Yeah,
Just
no, you
take
can
that out
definitely
and
do it.
leave
Yeah, all of the cases.
So if you buy the VGPU version, you can still do it.
Definitely.
Because the other version of this case doesn't have the angled fans at the bottom. It is just a flat tray.
So you've got the top down here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I did it.
Nice.
So I think you want to probably put the graphics card in that. Oh no, but then you can't get it in the slot. So you just need a small screwdriver to put the screws in there, because
that's too long.
That's too long.
And so's the LTT one.
LTT is too long. I'll go get a shorter
Just
screwdriver.
a little one. Looks good. All the black. Everyone in chat is right. I think the black RAM was a good choice. It would have been the only white element other than the fans.
I found a stubby.
Oh, nice. That's
So
absurd amount of fans. You can't have too many fans.
I'm a fan of too many fans.
You should put some on the outside.
We could look into that.
Yeah, we could glue them on.
There's no limit to what we can do with glue. Alright, I'm just going to get one in here for now, rather than spend half an hour trying to get them all in. There's probably an easier way to do this.
There's a question from Nasimoto you might want to read and address if you want.
Hey Steve, I noticed you donated to the GoFundMe for Gordon's family. Did you know him well? If so, any stories you feel like sharing, feel free to ignore if you'd rather not talk about it. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't actually know Gordon that well. I ran into him once briefly at a Computex. He actually saw me and pulled me aside. Just said he was a fan of our content and all that. He was just very friendly, very nice. And unfortunately, it was just a brief interaction. And I don't think beyond that I had much to do with Gordon. But yeah, really nice guy. Obviously one of the OGs of the tech scene. So yeah, really sad news and stuff. But yeah, Steve from Gamers Nexus summarised that really well. And if you do want to help support his family, there is a GoFundMe, so you can go over there and donate there. Gamers Nexus have done that. I did that. So yeah, just really cool guy in the industry. Sad to see him go. But yeah, other than that, unfortunately, I don't really have many stories. It kind of sucks because we're over here in Australia. We're cut off from most of the guys. Like, even Steve from Gamers Nexus, I think I've only actually caught up with Steve and had a chat with him properly once, which was the last Computex. So after all these years, yeah, I've only interacted with Steve once, and it wasn't for that long, was it really? We sort of filmed it, he had to run, and
yeah.
But yeah, he's another great guy as well. So the power cable is in the back of the card here. Why is everything just harder than I'd like it to be?
Oh, the power cable's there.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though.
Interesting, it is
like,
cool.
Once you've done it,
Because you
it
pull
looks,
that tight.
Yeah, you pull that tight.
Super neat.
You want to go to the front camera for that?
Yeah.
So, if I can find the 12 volt high powered connector, I'll pull that through.
Yeah, that's neat as.
That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Really the only cables of a cooler pump.
So, I think, apart from cable management, I can... Well, this fan hub we're not even using, so I don't need to worry about that cable at all.
Mm-hmm.
The other fan hub will have a cable coming out of it. Why don't they come out from there? It'll have a cable going somewhere, which I'd like to plug in the motherboard to control the fans. Oh, here we... No, that's the other one. I've completely lost where these cables are going. Okay, that's the power cable. Okay.
Looks like a 2060. Yep. Only slightly better.
What's up, the 4080 Super?
Everyone's commenting.
Don't like it?
They all think it's a 2060. They're obviously being sarcastic.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, so this one has to come up to the motherboard somewhere.
Thanks, Fog of War, for reminding us to add screws to the side intake fans.
Yeah, we should do that.
We
but,
do have...
well, I'm going to just check that it works first.
Yeah, I agree.
Remind us in like 20 minutes. Maybe an hour the way we're going.
Yep.
Okay, so we have... Where was the fan cable that came through here? We've got that cable. Where's the fan one, Dalen? Why can I not see it? Oh, it's over here. Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine if that didn't reach. I'm so happy. I'm so happy the fan hub is where it is, because that cable we have an inch. Okay. All fans are connected as far as I can tell. Everything's connected. And do you want to get a long power cord?
Yep. How long are we talking? Because I do have one here.
Longer than that, I reckon. Where's the power board's down there? We have long ones, don't we? Somewhere.
There is a power right in front of you.
Where's that?
Power. You can plug it in right there if you want. It's not quite long enough.
I don't think that's long enough. Hey, let me just go to the power box.
All right.
The box of power cables.
Jason, I mean, it's a pretty big case. It's not small. How confident are we that it's going to work? Because I kind of want to screw all these in. I'm going to do one anyway. Just cause. It's definitely going to work now because I put an extra screw in it.
Okay, I'm just going to walk in front of the camera.
Is Verge going to build another PC?
They're doing it right now.
Yeah.
They've just got new hosts. They're Australian.
Hardware unverged.
I want to see the return of Lyle. Hopefully Lyle can make a video about this. He'll be like, it takes 3 hours to build a computer?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're ready to turn it on. And I've promised my daughter Zoe she can turn it on. She's been sitting here watching the stream the entire time. She's begged me to be on a live stream and I keep telling her no. She has been in a Harbour Unboxed video before. Anyway, you can come over now, Zoe. She's been hanging around like a bad smell. She's super keen. I didn't say you are a bad smell. I just said you're hanging around like one. Here's Zoe. Are you excited?
Yes.
I don't know why.
Don't laugh at me.
So, when did you build your computer? Do you remember? How old were you? Was it for your 9th birthday?
No, it was for my 10th.
Was it for your 10th, was it? Oh, was that recent? Oh.
No, it was just before my 10th.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
Yeah, okay. So anyways, there is a Zoe PC build on the channel that's pre-recorded and not live. So she has been on the channel. She's been begging me since she was 4, so I made her wait until almost 10 to do it. And she's been begging me again to be on a live stream, and I've been telling her no. Anyway, she's begging to be in this one. I told her she can push the power button and start it up. So you want to do that?
Sure. Where is the power button?
It's there. It's actually not there because the thing... Can you push that white button in? Okay, didn't do anything. That's usually how these things go. Did I plug that into the power board correctly?
Let's go. It didn't work.
Hang on. Is it in the power board that has power? Right, let me just check the... Oh, no!
Front panel connector.
It's very hard to get to. I thought I put it in the right way, though. All right, Zoe, just wait 1 sec. You get to be on camera longer, so now you're really happy.
Yeah, let's go. Just gonna read chat for now.
Okay. I could have sworn that that's how that wanted to go. Okay. Yeah, it definitely says front panel. And I would have thought that's where it goes. Not this way, but maybe...
This is just a bad excuse to be on the camera for longer.
That was all planned, wasn't it, Zoe?
Yeah, I can solo the build next time. Yeah, the plan was this, for the computer not to work.
Well, Balin, we have a problem. Because I'm pretty sure that's right. But it ain't working. So step 1,
Fix it.
turn on power. None of those pins are bent, are they?
No dice. They weren't when I looked at it last.
Yeah,
When I
they
fixed
look-
those other two.
They look good.
Let's guess
Yeah.
who broke it. We got Balin, Dad, also Steve, or
You, because you pushed the power button.
or me. Yep, who
Yeah, no,
broke
we've
it?
definitely got the we've definitely got it in the right spot. No question about it. So, why is it not working? Let's have a look at the power connector here. Yep, that's definitely sending
Yeah,
power.
it's getting power.
Let's just turn it off for a sec.
The one disaster happens in every stream.
No life, nothing. So we're getting no lights on the motherboard, nothing.
Power supply. Yeah, there's not even an LED.
We're getting nothing. Okay, so part 2 of the live stream, diagnosing when you build a brand new computer, why it don't work. You've done a great job. You can go sit back on the couch now.
Okay.
We'll call you back when we work it out.
Fine.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll be back soon. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back.
Everyone's very excited by that news. We need a. Do we have a new power supply? I think we have one of those Co-Link ones down here.
Do you want me to entertain the stream?
There
No.
is a
Sorry.
there is a Shift 850X here as well.
Okay, just grab anything that's on the shelf. I'm just going to bypass this power supply and see if we can get PSU switch step 1. I did that step before we even got to it.
Brand new.
Did you plug in the big 24-pin power cable?
Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes.
I'm glad you verified that.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I've never opened one of these before? There's the power cable.
Steve, is it a bad idea to buy a 4K monitor for media consumption but play in 2K? So I guess you mean 1440p. It's not really a bad idea. The downside is it'll often be blurry, but you can just use upscaling, so that will solve that problem. So I would recommend taking advantage of upscaling, if that's what you're going to do. Okay, real quick. Oh, this is a shift one.
Is that okay? Appropriate?
It's fine. And I said shift, not the other word.
There you go. Oh. Thanks.
Alright, I'm just going to plug the 24 pin in and see if we get any... Because
Motherboard power.
as soon as we plug this in, we should be getting lights and whatnot on the motherboard. And we have a complete lack of lights at the moment.
People are saying take out the motherboard battery and put it back in.
Definitely clearing the CMOS is not going to help in this situation.
No.
Alright, did the impossible and pulled out a 24 pin power cord.
Power cable's plugged into the power supply.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one's in. And we also have a dead... Yeah, that's got power.
Would be extremely unfortunate if the board's dead.
I don't know.
Which at the moment is seeming to be the possibility
I mean, it's not getting power.
from two separate supplies.
Yeah. We shouldn't need the 8-pin power to get lights on the board.
No, you should get a debug LED at least. At the top.
Is the motherboard dead?
That would be shocking.
Um...
How about grabbing another board with this power supply and just plugging it in, seeing if you get a LED?
Yeah.
Just to verify, because yeah.
Yeah, that slight bend in the board's not a problem. The contact pins are coming nowhere near the back plate. So that shouldn't be a problem for the board. Oh, no. I think that's just light reflecting. I think it's the holographic M.2 cover. I thought we had power on the board for a sec. The power wasn't even plugged in, so yeah. I was just getting my hopes up. So we're definitely getting nothing lighting up, are we?
No.
Yeah. Well, it's not the power supply then.
I have this here, Horus Master X870.
Okay. Bring the box over. We'll sit on top of the box. Here I was thinking we could get to bed at a reasonable time. Do you want to grab an AM5 CPU out of the drawer, please?
Yeah.
That's the Intel drawer. Oh yeah, there's one in there. Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
What's that?
7600X.
Okay, that'll do. So if we just plug the CPU in, let's just flick the power off on this. So I've just got the CPU
That's
in
the
there.
shift. That's not the supply.
Yeah, that's all right. No,
Okay.
I just want to see, because we have lights on this board, all right? So if I turn that on, yeah, see?
Yeah.
Everything lights up.
Lights. Have we got top down here?
So the motherboard's dead. It's the only explanation.
The board has to be dead, yeah.
Board has to be dead. Because we should be getting lights on the motherboard. It's pretty simple stuff. And when we plug this in, see the power switch there? On the master, that turns on straight away. On this board,
No dice.
no dice. Motherboard, bad.
Is it worth?
Is it worth? I'll try unplugging the CPU and reseating it. That would be my first.
I'm going to take it out of this board.
There's no point. It just powered that up. So if you do the top-down camera,
yeah.
This is our troubleshooting so far, guys. So if we flip, so it's not the power supply. It's definitely an issue with the motherboard. So we've got to work out if it's something to do with the CPU not being seated correctly, even though we double-checked all of that when we did it. So right now we have power on. You guys can see the case. And there is an LED power switch here. That should be lit up red. Now, if we go over to this power supply and plug it in, and we flick it to on, can you see that?
Red lights.
See those lights? Is on. So we've tried this power supply on this system. All it requires is the 24-pin. We are not getting any power to the motherboard. But we are getting power to the motherboard. The motherboard's not accepting the power for whatever reason. It's not doing a thing. So, we haven't got any power connected here.
A lot of people are saying that if the battery is fried, yeah, might need replacing.
Yeah, I don't think, no. No. You can run these boards without the battery. Yeah. And it just means you can't save any settings to the BIOS. Because the BIOS is volatile memory. At least the saving of the settings is. No, I just dropped a screw. This is going to be annoying. Oh no, I haven't done the cable management yet. So this should be able to move. It's a little bit stuck. Alright, we're going to try and just get that out of the way. So let's just take the CPU out of the socket. Socket is vulnerable. It's in a vulnerable state, Balin. What was that?
What was what?
I don't know. So we've got this plugged back in, and again we have no power or sign of life to the motherboard. So we're going to turn the power off.
This could be a good opportunity to show people how fast you are at swapping out boards.
Or speed run it.
Yeah.
I'll probably break like 6 things.
True.
Um,
That's why your results are all bad, isn't it?
You're fired. Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's no two ways about it. We have to take the whole thing apart. Stand back.
Yes, 6 hour stream, let's go.
Stand clear, everybody.
I get paid overtime for this.
What? Are you getting paid today?
Yeah, apparently. So we tried the different CPU. That's what you just did, right? Yep.
We didn't try a different CPU. We just tried reseating.
Reseating it.
Cause let's just try something to remove all doubt on the CPU. So if we remove this CPU from the socket, we leave the socket open, which I don't recommend doing this, and we flick that on. Yeah,
Still
see?
get red light.
Still get the light.
Yep.
So board looks to be fried for whatever reason, but we'll dig a bit deeper in and see what's going on. We'll use this gigabyte board if we have to. All right.
Yes.
Might be easy to pull this out first. Remind me next time we do this to put the power cord in the graphics card before I put it in.
This is why you always plug it in before we install it.
Plug it all in before we... What?
Test the board before putting it in the case.
Oh, well, no. I mean, nah.
I mean, it's rare that they're dead.
Well, I mean, you could plug it in and see if the power turns on,
That's
but
right, yeah.
it's like, that doesn't tell you if the board's, going
Still
to
going to
work or
function
not.
properly, yeah.
Yep. So then I have to undo these 2 screws, which aren't in the manual. Get those out.
Yeah, it's not the power supply that's tripping.
No, it's a dead board,
It's
guys.
the board.
Why that is?
Tim just chimed in. Having fun, Balin? Yep. All the funs.
I knew Tim would weigh in with something useful.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
Steve can't build a PC. I try and tell him that.
So far, so bad.
Yeah.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
He's a beefy boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to have to leave it there.
No, I was just so you didn't crush the
The
old
annoying
fan.
thing is I'm going to have to undo this because there's just no way I'm getting those 8-pin power cords out.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you want to just hold that for a sec? Thanks.
Yeah.
So, let's just undo all these screws and see if there was something funny going on with pressure.
If only I'd been there for monitor support, this never would have happened. Says Tim.
We do need you, Tim.
Yep.
I'm not sure what for.
I reckon if you got in your car, it would still be going when you got here.
Yep.
So,
One of those screws took the standoffs with it. Alright. Just going to check something real quick.
it's not plugged in.
Thanks, Balin.
No way.
Yeah, so I think
What
it's
is
a,
it?
I think it's a pressure thing with this motherboard not fitting in the case very well. I suspected that might have been the problem.
It's bending it a bit too much.
Well, let's do. I've turned it off. Powers.
Could you leave these side screws out?
Hang on. Let's just do a process of elimination here.
All right.
Let's just plug a few things back in and see what it wasn't liking.
Thanks, sis, for the super chat. I appreciate you watching the podcast.
Live stream.
Steve from GN. Have you considered a pre-built? It just works.
Oh no, Steve from
Thanks, Steve.
I'm gonna have to take the L on this one.
I mean, I didn't see how much flex there was.
You know what the problem is? It's my fault.
What was it?
It's that dodgy RGB cable. I'm pretty sure that's what the problem is. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Didn't like that cable for some reason. So I have to go find a 3.
Oh, that was the one you dug out.
Yeah.
To get that. Yeah. Okay.
It didn't like it.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Well, at least the board's not dead.
Yeah, that's really good. Let me just put a few things back in. Okay, so I've got this RGB in. Okay, it's still powering on. So oh, we got $50 from Steve. What a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Where is he?
Scroll.
Yeah. Thanks, Gamers Nexus Steve. Got a few thanks Steves in there. Okay, we are making progress. Seems like, I might be to blame on this one. Who would have thought? When I put that cable in, I was like, I wonder if this will work. So once again, RGB was our greatest enemy. Okay, all the cables are in that I just took out, and we still have power.
Yeah. Screws.
We're just going to go without RGB on those fans for now. Because for some reason, there is no RGB extension cable.
Just get another RGB.
I'll have some. Well, I'll have one in a tub. I'm going to have to do some digging. All right, let me just quickly put all this back together. Don't want that on there.
An RGB cable shorted it. Currently.
Well, yeah, it detected. I don't really know how. It should be wired correctly, but I'll have to have another look at it and see if I can work out what the hell's going on there. All right, I'll whack this back on for you. The thermal paste should be fine. Why is that not lining up?
That one. Yeah.
There we go. Phew.
Sorry.
I was trying to read that comment.
Thanks, Ruben.
Yep. Free lesson for everyone.
Yep.
Read the manual. Nah, it actually wasn't a manual related problem.
It was a
extension.
We're going to call it Fantex, not sending out a RGB extension.
I guess I don't want to place the blame on anyone else.
No, we're not blaming them.
We think that their kit didn't come with an RGB
Pretty
extension
confident.
cable.
I'm going to go through in a sec.
It couldn't reach the motherboard, and I only had a 4-pin, not a 3-pin, so I bent one of the pins off, and it was the correct one. Did you not expect to sweat tonight? It is actually quite warm in here. Normally I have the AC on. We don't have the AC on. Thankfully, it's not a super hot day today.
Yeah.
But it is quite stuffy.
It is nearly dark outside, so you could almost
open the door
open
and hear the birds and whatnot. Get some birds on stream.
Everyone loves a bit of bird stream.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind some fresh air.
Yeah,
Oh. It's all good. Ooh. It popped out. Oh no. Balin, why did you leave me by myself?
Hey, you grabbed it off me.
So I had it there, and then it popped out. Now we're locked in. Okay. Oh, this bloody VGA graphics card thing. Take 2 of putting this thing in.
Storage. Placing. Combs.
Alright.
Zip ties.
Is that a mosquito I just heard?
Possibly.
Or is it something outside? Yeah, I'm not going to put the motherboard screws in just yet. We just can't stand it up. I mean, it's probably not going to fall out anyway because it's got about 500 things jamming it in. I'll put one in just in case I do forget.
Right, there is most definitely no RGB.
Actually, do we have... I'd like to get... Yeah, we got some longer screws like this. I wouldn't mind using those so we don't bend the PCB at all. That'd be my goal. Not a big fan of... Yeah, that's way better. In here, Balin.
Yeah.
See these? These taller screws.
Yep.
There's. You might want the torch.
Where's
The light. Yeah. They'll be in one of those trays. See if you can find like a couple more. Okay, that one's fine.
Like that one?
Yeah, that's perfect, thanks. Because the thick back plate just doesn't work out super well with the screws we were using. Okay.
How many more?
That'll do for now. We're not going anywhere. Except for that one I just dropped. That's now staying in the case. We'll have to get that out later. I don't actually know where it went, so we might have to deal with that now. It didn't fall all the way through either. Damn it. Could I have the light, please? Actually, what if we just do this?
Oh, yep, came out.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, you're about to sit it on it. Lift up for a sec. Got it.
Okay. Oh, it's a cat.
Yeah, it's a cat.
We have a cat. You can let her in for a second and then get her out. Because she's going to chew on everything. I thought I could hear something.
Yeah.
She's not a big meower. She does that little baby cat meow. Okay. Why am I using this one?
I don't know.
It doesn't work. I'm starting to lose it.
He is. He's getting tired.
I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
What'd she do?
The cat?
Yeah, did she come in or did she run away?
I don't know what she's doing. She stared at the door for like so long and then it's like, bye bye.
Okay. Well, that's alright. Alright, guys, we're almost back to where we were.
Yep.
Before I broke everything. Okay. I'll screw this in and then Zoe can turn it on. Let's just make sure that it's getting power still, Balin. Okay, we've got the power cord in. Cool. Alright.
That is
So-
relief.
That is a big relief. Now, we won't have all of the RGB fans working.
Would you like me to clear all this?
Yes, please. Don't worry about the CPU and the motherboard. You can just chuck that on the... They're fun to get out, aren't they? Alright, Zoe. Do you want to come and do the pushing of the power?
I'm drinking water. 1 second.
Alright.
Gotta stay hydrated. Alright. Tape 2.
Take two. Alright, it's still in the same spot.
Oh, I thought it changed. Oh my god. First try, guys. First try.
Thanks, Zoe. Fans are very loud.
They also...
They're all spinning. None of them appear to be RGBing, or are they? And I just can't see it.
The top AO ones are.
Nah, none of these are though.
No.
But some of these are plugged into the motherboard via this cable here. So it probably needs to be enabled within Windows or something. Seems like the system has posted, but we don't have a monitor connected just yet. So,
Yeah, look at the trio all together.
I'm going to do some quick cable management, and we'll see if that just turns itself off.
Yep, it's the Zoe magic.
Yeah, I need to find an RGB extension cable, and I don't have one. That's only a 3-pin. So I'll have to do that later. That's going to be an off-stream thing, because I'm not sure if I even, have one. Which would be weird, but it's possible. Okay. Alright, well, this is going to take me a minute.
So now you got me for the rest of the stream.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. No RGB. We have lots of RGB, but right now we have no RGB. So, yeah, you are correct. No RGB at this point in time, which is a bit disappointing. I think you probably have to install the software to enable it within Windows, which we're not going to be doing on this stream. So, sorry about that, guys.
Making everyone upset.
They'll get over it. Just trying to do some quick cable management here. And yeah, it's very, very quick. I'm cable managing the fan hub we didn't even use.
Raylan's coming back. He's here. Raylan, they're wondering where you were.
Everyone's missing you already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you could set that up, that'd be awesome. We'll just do it on the other side of the desk here and try to keep the audio recorder off.
Yeah.
You left your drink bottle in the background the whole time.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to drink it. I've been flat out. I've been building Fast and the Furious style. Okay. Well, you know, not amazing cable management, but for a few minutes, not too bad. I'll just do this last little Velcro bit. And then I think we'll be good to plug the monitor in, go into the BIOS, perhaps update the BIOS, and then just answer a few of you guys' questions, have a bit of a chat, and then let Balin go home. You're free. Alright, that's what I've quickly... Oh my god, this thing's so heavy.
Can I build a sticker?
That's what I've quickly done, so it's a bit of a mess in sort of this area. Definitely some work that could be done there. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad for a few seconds. Minutes. What sticker do you want to peel? Or that?
You know me in the last one, I think.
Yeah, peel that.
Do it. Let's go.
Hang on. Hey, can you still do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Alright.
go.
Good job.
Highlight of the stream, peeling the sticker.
Yep.
Where's all the other scouting?
Alright, you can go sit down now. Thank you for your help. You did good.
Okay. Do I need to come back later?
Maybe, but you say bye to everyone for now.
Bye everyone for now.
Thank you. Alright. Great PC for Fortnite. When are you going to stream some Fortnite, Steve? I won't lie to you and say soon. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a chance in January. We'll see. So what's the weight of the case with all the parts? It's got to be around 20 to 25 kilograms. Probably closer to 25, I reckon. What do you reckon, Balin?
I'll verify in a sec.
Balin will verify in a second. I'm going to have a drink of water because I'm dying.
I'm hungry.
Well, you can leave if you'd like.
No, I want to stay.
Okay. I'm guessing about 16 kilograms. It's 19 kilograms empty, I believe.
Did you just say 16 kilograms? You meant 26?
Did I say 16?
You just said 6. I think so.
No, the person in chat said 16. I said about 25.
At least 25, I'd say.
Having said that, the side panels and whatnot are not installed.
That's right.
So it's 19 kilograms with everything installed on the case.
Now let's see.
Ella, do you need help setting up the monitor?
Nah, it's all done. I reckon that's about 20 as it is. Once you
Yeah.
add the glass and side panels, probably 23.
I was going 20 to 25, somewhere in that range. I was giving myself a range.
Yep.
Can't be wrong then. I mean, I suppose you can be, but... so the monitor's connected?
Yep.
Is there...
Good to go. Plugged in.
Alright. There we go. Good quality old monitor, that one. I would have gone into the top table, but... And is this monitor turned on, or you have no idea?
I just plugged it in.
I actually don't remember how this one turns on. Oh! Did that say display port?
Yeah, it's on. Monitor is on.
Okay. I haven't used this monitor in many years. Oh, it turned on. There you go. Never mind. I always trust that monitor. It's never let me down. Can I just stick that in there?
Am I going to the boss?
F1 probably. Why? It's because it's the new CPU.
Ah, yes.
I don't know why I'm doing this from here. Let's just whip that around there. The computer's now your host. It's the AI takeover. Wow. Do we have like a little cloth? What's this? Oh, that'll work. This has a lot of dust on it. It's been a long time since we've used this one. Okay, so we've got the F1 BIOS, which is probably the release BIOS. So, let's do the old update. Where's this tabbing to?
See you, Ruben. Thanks for joining in.
Why is tab not working, Dalen? What? Oh, there we...
I don't know.
I couldn't tab to that. That's weird.
You can change which port it's plugged into, I think.
This might be a weird keyboard.
It's not an OLED. It's not.
It's definitely not an OLED. Alright.
Which motherboard? Gigabyte
So-
AI Top Extreme.
That one has some RGB, this back one here that I'm seeing.
That's
And that-
reflecting off the motherboard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind. Never mind.
Because the motherboard screen is huge. I think, anyway. I might be wrong. It's hard to tell.
Well, it's the only one. I think you're right. And actually, it's probably the top fans as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're not going to get the RGB working on those because I think we need to install Windows and stuff around with RGB software. So if I do get it working, Balin will get some B-roll of it that you'll see in
It'll
future
be in the video.
videos.
Yep.
I'll post some shots in our Discord server for members, and I'll maybe put a post on X or something.
Yep.
Do you want to bring Ori over quickly? She wants to run around in here. She's never allowed in here, so she wants to run around.
Look around.
Here you go, I'll make a gap. You can come in here. There you
Say
go.
hello, Ori.
She's covered in dust. Is she
I
gone into
know.
the house?
She's been somewhere. This is Ori. If anyone remembers, who's her from? A while back. She just wants to go venture around the place.
She's covered in dust. Alright, you can let her out. I don't know where she's been, but yeah, she's not as black as she normally is.
Oh, Jesus. She is really
She wants to run around in here.
Okay, we'll go put you inside. Start in this drain without me.
Okay, we won't end the stream without you, Zoe. I think you guys need more fans. I think you're right. I think you are right. Alright, the BIOS is updating. Well, this is where we're getting to the end of the stream, guys. She was definitely covered in dust. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask those, and we'll do our best to answer them. But yeah, I'll wait until I'll shut it down. I'll put the glass panels and everything on as well before we wrap this up, so you can see the case with the glass panels on. Unfortunately, we don't have all the RGB goodness, but you guys can probably fill in the blanks there, or the gaps. We do have another cat somewhere. I think she's in the house sleeping though. No, it's okay, Zoe.
Okay.
It's alright. It's not a cat stream.
Could be.
It could be.
Turn to a cat stream.
What BIOS version are you installing? The latest one for the AI top motherboard. I don't remember the exact designation on that one, but it's an F something. I'm not telling you to F something. I'm saying it's like an F8 or something. Will Steve be replaced by Zoe permanently? That's definitely her hope, and what she's sort of envisioning for her future. So we'll see. I'll happily be replaced. I'll just do the benchmarking in the background, and Balin and Zoe can do all the other stuff. Merry Christmas to the entire team. Any gossip you can offer on UDNA, Xbox, the Super... I've really got nothing for you. Like, we're not leakers, so go to the leakers for the leak stuff. Any information I would have would be under NDA anyway, so cannot disclose. But I know there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up in the next few weeks. Alright, so what F do we have installed, Balin?
Can you read that? I can't read that.
We have F3A, so it's not even nearly as far along, but I'm quite sure that is the latest. It's got the 1.2.0.2b, a GISA code. CPU's running at 32 degrees, so our cooler's definitely working. The Aorus cooler looks very cool. I don't know how well you guys can hear me over here. And let's just load XMP to see if that works. I don't actually know what's selected here. Oh, here we go.
Yes, Kevin, pretty keen for CES. Should be good. It'll be my first time. I think Tim's been once or twice before, so he knows what's up. Should be good. It's going to be a lot of work, but will be fun.
And I'll be sitting back here writing mega scripts for you for when you return.
Yeah.
Big old scripts for motherboard roundups.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much nicer with the door open.
Yeah.
It's cooled down considerably. Alright, so we're memory training at the moment for our DDR5 6000 CL30 configuration. I imagine that'll take a little bit longer. And then it will post, because these boards all work with that memory kit without a problem. Guaranteed. That's the Hardware Unboxed guarantee. Hey,
Oh, Tim's never been. I thought he'd been before. No.
He's been to a lot of places.
No.
Okay, so the memory's working. And it's all working. And now we would just have to install Windows on one of our 2TB PCIe 5.0 or Gen 5 SSDs, and we'd be golden. So we'll, if we push this power button, will it just shut down on us? Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Alright, well, we've done enough of that. We'll get rid of this. We'll put the glass on. We'll boot it back up. Show them with the glass on.
Yep.
And then we're golden. Yeah, you can get rid of that as well. I'll get that USB out. Oh, it's still heavy. Okay, so this is the back panel. I wonder what the secret is for getting that in. I think you just do it on an angle. Okay, that looks like that worked. Where's the back door gone? The old back panel.
Just there. That's the cabinet. Right behind you.
Oh, yeah?
And you want your glass. Yeah, that's a hefty glass panel. That weighs at least 2.5 kilos.
Yep, I'll screw these in first.
All of the screws for the whole thing are over there.
Did you just steal the DeWalt drill again?
I'm getting out of the way for you. It's basically the same thing.
No, the other one. That one's not magnetic. Stop trolling me with the non-magnetic one. You know I've been struggling.
There you go.
Braylon's a bit of a troll.
I am a troll. I even look like one. It's good.
Not what I've been hearing in chat.
Okay.
So that's magnetic and screwed.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know if it's... Is it magnetic or is it
Yeah.
like the clips? It seemed magnetic-ish.
Yeah.
But I didn't really confirm that one. So do you reckon... Do you reckon...
You can't even finish it without breaking it.
Do you reckon I can do it in reverse? Okay,
Yep.
It can't be too hard if I can do it that way.
No, that's good. Is it? There you go.
I think it's in. Alright. We'll just put a screw in there. And we'll put a screw in over here. There's 1, 2 more, but we'll just go with that for now. We still haven't screwed all those fans in, but at this point, I think I'll just come back to that later because I suspect there'll be a bit of stuffing around getting all the RGB working.
Yeah.
And I've still got to put that RGB cable in, which I don't have.
Yeah, and then get one.
So there's a bit more building to be done to get this working, and of course we've got to install Windows on it, set up the RGB software. Do you want to peel those stickers off? Do you reckon we should?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're really stuck on there.
So it looks pretty good at the back here. Pretty impressive. Yeah, they'll take a bit of picking at.
Need to clean it with metho.
Take all the paint off. That'll be fine. Yeah, the one glass panel, pain to manufacture, and I believe it created a few delays with getting this case out because of how tight it is and how they've done it, but it looks real good.
Excuse the mark from the sticker up here. We haven't cleaned that.
Shit, it's alright.
Looks good.
So, there you go. The fans are all controlled by the motherboard, so when it's going through the post process, they just go pretty much full speed. So that one's blowing it out, that one's sucking it in. And then once you post successfully, the fans lower down, but you can go on the BIOS or Windows and configure the fans for however you'd like. Silent, loud, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So there we go. Did we read out the $80 super?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was...
good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. You didn't have to. Is there a... What happens if you click on it? Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, that was... Yeah. Wow, I didn't really give you much for your $80. Sorry about that one. But yeah, I honestly don't have much insight into that. Yeah, I don't really... Nothing concrete, or nothing interesting really, apart from like all the rumours I've seen and that. So, yeah. All I can promise you is a detailed review when the time comes. So, we'll do that. We obviously have an ARC GPU to cover before then. The B570, which will be coming up shortly. But yeah. Is your room hot? Not typically. We do have a massive 12 kilowatt air conditioner, reverse cycle heater air conditioner thing, which has been turned off because of the live stream. It's not really loud at all. It's actually pretty silent, but I just thought let's not create any more background noise. But we have just recently opened the door, so we're getting a nice cool breeze now because it's quite chilly here tonight. So that's good. 12 gigabyte VRAM showdown when? Yeah. We'll see about the VRAM thing for the next generation. Is that a Steam key number? Where was that? Don't know. Did someone post something in chat?
I didn't
Doesn't matter.
Nope.
But yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. We are still streaming, but we'll be wrapping it up soon. We've been going for pretty much on 3 hours now. So it's usually about how long we go for, whether there's issues or not. I think one stream we built the computer issue-free, which is a rarity, and then we just stood here chatting for like an hour with you guys.
There was another one that you spent 4.5 hours, I think, diagnosing a problem.
Yeah, we had one where...
Matt.
Yeah, we've had some fun ones. But yeah, the RGB cable thing, that's a new one. That's on me, my bad. Yep, apologies to Gigabyte on that one. Made it seem like there's a problem with your board, but there wasn't. But these are the things what happen. Well, these are the things that can happen when you PC build live and make janky cables. So what have we learnt? No janky. I actually don't.
Tim's asking that question. He's like, "What's the full issue breakdown?"
Yeah, I just we have a 3-pin RGB cable that needs to be routed to the motherboard, but we have no extension cable for it with the Fantex fans. It's meant, the cable that's provided is meant to reach, but because of the way that it routes through these fans and up, it reaches to like the bottom of the motherboard tray. So we can't actually get it to the motherboard. So we need an extension of at least, I don't know, a couple of inches. Didn't have anything. So I got a 4-pin cable, removed one of the pins, because I've definitely done that in the past and it's worked fine, but I don't know what I did wrong this time. Anyway, it just wouldn't allow the board to or turn on at all. Didn't allow the board, something triggered that it was a short circuit and wouldn't let the board power up. So remove that cable, problem solved. Yeah.
DataQ asked, he just said, thanks for all the reviews and looking forward to 2025 reviews. Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah, someone said there might be an RGB extension cord in the box. Could be.
In the motherboard box.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so, but these motherboard boxes do come with
some stuff.
So we've got a fan there for something or other. We've got a thermal probe. We have the antenna, which I can show you.
Yep.
We have a USB DAC. Comes with a USB DAC.
Oh.
As well as onboard audio. Not sure on that one. That's interesting. We have... if you have individual front-mounted cables, they have a G connector, which allows you to do with that. We've got some braided SATA cables, 2 of them. And then we've got the new Wi-Fi antenna. No RGB stuff in the box. I will have one somewhere. I just didn't want to spend 15 minutes while you guys were just watching nothing while I try and find it. So I did a quick dash through my RGB box. Could only find 4-pin cables. Thought, I can, bend a cable off here and it'll work. How wrong I was. Okay, so this looks universal. Okay, that's... Oh, wow. Oh wow.
You're kidding.
Wow. Alright, we're going to show the guys that.
That's... Yeah.
Alright.
Fun.
I'm gonna turn it around.
Man, you're making an earthquake with that case.
Yep. Alright. Can you see the... So this... I'm going to show this part first. So that's how the antenna goes in. You just plug it in. I think it goes... Yeah, so it only goes one way.
Magnetic, right?
Yeah, so it goes that way. So if you try to put it that way, it just won't go anywhere.
Yep.
If you put it that way, it's not magnetic. It just pops in like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's how quick it is to install. It takes a bit of force to pull it out. But check this out. Where can I sit it? Yeah, you can see that, can't you?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for this? I don't think you are.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well,
Don't know how well you can see that.
I mean, the fan RGB doesn't work, but that does.
Well, that's solving all our RGB woes.
That makes the Wi-Fi faster, I heard, as well.
Probably helps with interference by creating it. Yeah. Nah, it's whatever. It's whatever.
It's cool.
It's cool. So yeah, that's all we were missing out of the box, really. Yep.
Oh, I'm yawning.
All right, well, you can come over, Zoe, and say goodbye, because I think we're going to wrap it up here. I think we're done. So anyway, thanks to everyone who watched. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And you got to see some Wi-Fi RGB, which Kevin says is silly, but come on, Kevin. I mean,
It's good, Kev.
yeah, it's good, Kev. I'm not sure how to sell it to you, to be honest. What would you like to say, Zoe?
Jesus, put me on the spot here. If stop laughing. You just suck.
Well, you were the one that desperately wanted to be on the stream every second.
Yeah, well.
Now you just don't know what to say. Why don't you say, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for watching the stream, and we'll catch you next time.
Okay. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year, and yeah.
That's good. You can say whatever you want. You can
Okay.
Just
Fine.
don't say fire, Balin. Thanks.
Yeah. Good job. Well, you just like to be here, don't you? You just want to be part of it. You don't want to be the center of it. You just want to be part of it. Is that it? Yeah, cool. Gotcha. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. And we will go away and tune this PC up tomorrow. And, yeah, probably see it in a future video, hopefully with it all working. And Balin can get some great shots of the RGB fans. Awesome. Well,
Thanks.
yeah. And thanks to Balin for coming in and, you know,
Still my job.
doing all this hard work. Couldn't get Tim here. Tim's like, nah.
So I wouldn't drive 5 hours either.
Nah, I didn't even ask Tim. I didn't bother him. All right, guys. See ya.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye.